Ooh. A little loud. About right there. At a good level. Good evening, everyone. I hope you're doing well, my fellow exiles. I have a little bit of a spicy title tonight, and that's just to draw you in. We're doing something irregular tonight. Yes, we're going to play some Path of Exile 2. Yes, there will be lots of back and forth discussion as usual. But in addition, we're doing something really special. We are reacting to a video, a spicy video created by my good friend Dreamcore about the state of Path of Exile 2 and whether the vision is gone, whether or not Path of Exile 2 has crossed the event horizon, whether they've crossed that line and gone too far into the field of Path of Exile 1 style gameplay, and that desire, that vision of meaningful combat is long gone. At least I think that's what the video's about. I haven't watched the video, but people have linked it in my Discord many times. So we're going to start off the stream with a little bit of chat, and then we're going to go into watching that video. Start again, you missed my intro, my friend. I'm sorry that you missed it. I don't do that thing that a lot of other streamers do where they put up the starting in 5 minutes thing, starting in 10 minutes, starting in 4 hours. I just get right into it. So if you are here on the dot at 7:45 on Tuesday or Thursday, subscribe to the channel, follow the channel if you want to know when I go live. It's usually those times though. You missed the beginning. You missed me setting the scene. Or if you're just watching the VOD, then you are rewarded. Okay? Because it's right into the content. You'd love to go into that discussion, Omega Cybers. Well, Omega, I'm actually going to try to get a video out of it because we don't have a pod tonight, because originally I was supposed to go to Cedar Point tonight. If you are in the United States, you may know what that is. That got moved because we made a scheduling error. So now I'm going next Saturday, the day of that cool Zizarin race, which I totally would have participated in if I wasn't going to Cedar Point. Anyway, originally the Jazzerus pod was scheduled for today. I learned that we're not going to Cedar Point a few days ago, so I didn't schedule a podcast for tonight. So instead, we're going to have something to fill its void, because I've just been very busy at work. I'm going to have a really tough day at work tomorrow. Really busy with the kids. Man, we played for 3 hours straight. I read 10 books too. It was crazy. We read a lot to the kids today. It was good. They really enjoyed it. A lot of dinosaur books. Anyway, haven't been able to make videos, so I'm going to try to live stream and also get a video out of it. So, cheers. Hey, SW Shinigami, I'm doing well. Hope you are also well, mate. Hey, Dead Ringer, what's going on? Hey, Hung Step Bro, what's happening? My gosh. You got a gift sub on Arrow's channel, and Arrow's wife was reading your name out loud. It was hilarious. Yeah, Hung Step Bro has quite the name. Hey, Hiroko. It's 1:45 in Africa. Gerhard Engelbrecht. Oh, my goodness. Wow, 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 wow. Yes, Christopher Division. Yep, we're going to get to that in a moment. Also, we got to celebrate, guys. You won't believe this. You guys ready for this? You guys ready to see this? Talkative Try. Nobody knows it, though. See, I'm at the top of the Path of Exile 2 subreddit. Can you believe it, Exiles? I am literally at the top of the subreddit right now. Ready? Shabang! Look at that. This happened to me. This is real. It was a pair of Val gloves. Eye level 82 Val gloves with 2 sockets. I listed it. 61 seconds after I listed it, there were 27 players in my hideout. They all just swarmed up, and I was like, oh my, I gotta look it up. I gotta look up how much this actually sells for. I did get extremely sad at this. Was me. This was me. I was just heavy breath. Heavy breath. We're good. We're good. We're not gonna get too sad tonight. We got 1 div out of it. We could have got 9 div, but we got 1 div out of every single exceptional base I am looking up the price at now. Okay? It takes a second. All you got to do is set it to normal, search for the base type, and do 2 sockets, and you're good to go. Make sure the eye level is correct. And just scroll a little bit. 9 div, guys. 9 divs. I know. That's what happens when I don't use third-party price check. I know. I know. You guys are all like, use third-party price check. And I say, no, I'm a purist. And then this happens. That's what happens to me. You know? That's what happens. Gotta turn the lights down low, guys. Lights are a little too, like, bright. Oh. That's better. Yeah, that's a little. Okay. Why is my hair so suave? It's like that, you know. I only shampoo it what, twice a week now. It just looks like this naturally. It's got like that suave look to it. I also have the Elgato key lights coming, which are pretty cool. Balor Mage recommended. Just dropped a div. Congratulations, my friend. Yes, it's fast and easy to check in-game, which is why I will be checking it in-game from now on. Yep. Sidekick has been working great for you. Look at the positive. I got 1 div out of it. That is right. I got the div out of it, bro. Yep. I know if I want to sell, always check the price. I will check the price. I will. All right, we got a couple. Your camera is struggling with my light. Is it? Is my camera struggling? Is it? It looks fine to me. My camera looks fine to me. Do I think I'll drop a mirror in my lifetime? I do not think I will drop a mirror in my lifetime. I don't think I play enough. And my luck isn't that great. Do I have soft boxes for the key lights? I had a really big light before, but it was taking up too much space, and it was not having a great effect. I mean, honestly, the lighting looks fine from my perspective. Oh. But I have the Elgato lights coming in, and I'm going to try to set them up so I don't have to use this overhead light. If it makes you feel better, I sold my divs right before they skyrocketed in price. I'm sorry, bro. What are they, to the moon now at this point? Pretty sure they're to the moon. Oh, there's also some pretty interesting news, guys. I don't know if you've seen it yet. Let me... Right, I'll show it here again. Look at this, guys. Look at that. Official. Oh. All right, that's not working. Whatever, I'll read it to you guys. Grinding Gear Games are adding permanent skin transfers into the game. No timeline on it yet, but essentially this will allow us to transmog normal items and have them in our cosmetic stash permanently, as opposed to the skin transfers being one use. I assume this is going to cost money, though. So just before people think it's like Diablo 4, it's not like Diablo 4. Grinding Gear Games is probably going to monetize this. However, it'll work far better than the current system. Very excited to see this happening. Because for someone like myself who likes a little bit more realistic armor, a little more grounded armor, that's all far more appealing to me. I'd rather use that, mix and match that stuff, instead of the crazy stuff I get in the MTX boxes. Which is pretty awesome. How do I feel about the economy for exhaustive divs ratio? Do you think it will inflate much higher, quicker this season than last season? No, probably not. It will inflate, though. That's gonna happen. Because the syncs for exalts are gonna die out eventually. Are you going to use the underlight and start telling spooky stories instead? No spooky stories, Reverend Master 88. Nope. Yeah. Oh, I'm gonna use it. I got a lot of points from the supporter packs. I support GGG, so I know they're gonna make a lot of money off this. What I'm secretly hoping is that there's some like $100 pack that you can buy, and you can just do this with all your armor. Now, I know some people might think that's insane, but I think it would be way better than having to slowly, incrementally purchase a bunch of single permanent skin transfer tokens to use on all the different armors in the game. Just let me drop $60, $100 to have this forever. okay? It's like a stash tab investment. There's not a sync for either exalts or divs. Isn't there a sync for divs though? No? Rolling on certain unique items? No? No, is that not a lot? Wait a second. The div is over 200x? Okay, guys. Whoa. Whoa, no. What? I did not know that. I thought they were still, what, around 140? 150? They're already... I'm not paying attention to the market then. There, kitty. Hi, kitty. 280? That's crazy. Okay. Okay, guys. Here we go. That's not a sync for divs. Well, in Path of Exile 1, it's the crafting bench. Yeah, it's meta crafting and rolling uniques. I guess in PoE 2, it's nothing, really, if that's not one in your eyes. Unfortunate. Da, 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 da. Okay. 1 div for 275 exalts. That is insanity. Okay. Oh, Alicia is such a good... Oh. Such a good track, guys. Hey, Juanar, what's going on, dude? By the way, you guys like my Gavrin chat? You guys you like the Gavrin chat, the Jazzerus chat, were those W podcasts this week? Seems like a lot of people really enjoyed those, especially Jazzerus. Okay, guys, I have a few people that are on my short list for guests I will invite back every single patch if they say yes. Jazzerus has made my short list. Jazzerus is every single patch. If he's up for it, I'm inviting him on the pod. So that was just far too entertaining. I have a list for 04. Cute Bawa. That man is on the list. I don't know if he'll say yes. I don't know if he'll say no. I don't even know if he'll respond. But he's on the short list. Or he's on the list. I'm gonna send out. I have 21 people I'm gonna reach out to for 0.4. Like I said, I'm gonna go hard. Fubgun said he'd be down. Awesome. Well, I'm gonna reach out very professionally over Fubgun's business email. So hopefully he reads his business email, because that's where I'm reaching out. I think he's with Mythic Talent, so he should answer. He probably looks at that Mythic Talent email. Prince of Persia, bro, what's going on? 12 months in a row, Blaze all day. What's going on, dude? Bro, how is your... Wait. Oh my gosh, I have never heard this one before. This is We Lost from Claire Obscure. Am I allowed to listen to this? Holy. Oh, this is sick. I haven't beat Simon, though. Can I listen to this? Oh, I love it. It's got a little bit of disco vibes to it. I appreciate the effort with Cute Dog. I mean, I'm just going to reach out over email. Right? I'll do my research and everything. It's not really effort. It's more so me just getting more mature and being okay with the memery. What trade software am I using? Nothing. Literally nothing. Would you go for $1,000 to convert? $1,000, Hiroko. No, I wouldn't do $1,000. No. Nope. Yeah, Kit and Cat Noodle either for Act 4 lore stuff or once the game is out and all the lore's in the game. Hey, Matt, what's going on? You turned my 17 hours of playtime to 355 because of my lore vids. Wow, thanks. Thank you, Matt. I'm glad you enjoy them. Lore vids are really hard to make. I will not lie, guys. They are incredibly difficult to make. I plan on making more. I just need more time. They take lots of time. And with a family, I do not have a ton of time. I could do it instead of streaming, but then I wouldn't be streaming. And a lot of people really enjoy the streams too. So I kind of have to pick and choose my battles, essentially. Okay. Okay, I think it is time. Yeah, Jazz was funny. Oh, yeah. I think it's time, guys. We're going to do something that I never do. We're going to react to a video. And I might actually try to turn this into a YouTube video. Okay? So, I haven't watched it. All right. All right. It is a video from one of my friends, Dreamcore. Okay, you guys? I don't know if people have seen it. Sup, Try My Lions fan? We gonna stomp the Ravens this week? Heck yeah, Hulk family. I hope so. Probably not. Okay. So, this is Dreamcore's video. We're gonna watch it. It's called The Third Edict Has Changed the Course of Path of Exile 2. All right, but I'm gonna do like a professional intro. Okay, you guys? All right. All right, let's see. How can I explain how to do sprint right? What do you mean? Just don't get hit, man. That's how you do sprint right. Okay. Okay, guys, I'm like gonna try to do like a proper YouTube video intro, and then we're gonna swap to the actual thing. We're gonna have chat up on screen though. So I haven't seen the video. I have no spoilers, but a lot of people were talking about it today in Discord. I'm going to make sure the sound is good.
A short while before Path of Exile 2's 0.2 update, Dawn of the Hunt, I made a video discussing how I thought the 0.2 patch would ultimately set the course.
Okay, that's good. Volume's good. All right. All right, here we go, you guys. What does the title mean? We're actually going to do it, Nico. Okay? We're going to react to a Dreamcore video called The Third Edict Has Changed the Course of Path of Exile 2. All right? And I'm going to talk about whether or not they went too far. Have they crossed the line? Okay? All right, here. I'm going to do my YouTube video, typical intro. All right. How do I do this? Crap, guys. I don't even know. What do I do? I don't react to videos. Crap, I don't even know. I don't watch reactors on live streams. Do I like say, do I just like go into it like, oh yeah, video. We found this video in chat. I don't know. Crap. I should have thought about this. Yeah, I have emotes that are waiting to be finished. Okay. What am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? This is great content. Great content, guys. I know you love me. Okay. All right, watch a bit, comment, repeat. Okay, here we go. 3, 2, 1. Hey, Exiles, what is going on? Today is a little bit of a different video because I rarely do this sort of stuff. I am going to react to a stellar, I've heard, video created by my friend at Dreamcore called The Third Edict Has Changed the Course of Path of Exile 2. I believe it's about meaningful combat in the game and visual clarity, and how Path of Exile 2 was meant to solve the issue that ended up happening with Path of Exile 1, wherein you can't see anything on the screen, and because of that, they really wanted to make a new game to try to fix it. And what has happened with 0.3? Well, with the introduction of Abyss, that has been thrown out the window, and the speed of the game is just insane. Not only due to the type of monsters that are coming at us, but the type of builds that we are enabled to play. People are moving at insane speeds. Bosses are dropping in less than 2 seconds. And there's just a lot of different type of gameplay in PoE 2 already that grinding your games, I don't think wanted in the game this early on. That all might be wrong, and this video might be about something completely different, so we are going to go into it right now. And yes, there is chat up on the screen, so you can see what other people are thinking in the live chats. By the way, we stream Tuesday, Thursday, starting 7:45 p.m. Eastern Time. Man, this is a weird video so far, guys. I'm not used to this. Let's go. Dreamcore, let us know what's going on with Path of Exile 2 right now.
A short while before Path of Exile 2's 0.2 update, Dawn of the Hunt, I made a video discussing how I thought the 0.2 patch would ultimately set the course for Path of Exile 2's future and change the game's direction forever. Because at that time, we just got off the back of a string of smaller patches following PoE 2's early access launch, and at that point, the game truly had two different halves. In the campaign, you had the true-to-vision, slower, more methodical combat.
I disagree with Dreamcore already. I'm a bad reactor. By the end of 0.2, okay, we're talking 0 to 1F or whatever, the campaign was not slow. It was not a slog. Bosses were weaker. Monsters were weaker. If you were playing Path of Exile 2 at the end of 0.2, the campaign was super, super easy. However, maybe he's talking about the beginning of 02, wherein there were a lot of bugs and design decisions that caused the campaign to be super slow. But anyway, let's continue.
The campaign was pretty much everything that we had come to expect from all of the dialogue we'd heard and all of the showcases we'd seen prior to Path of Exile 2's launch. It was clear that the campaign had a lot of work put into refining the experience, which made sense because we know that just 3 months prior to the early access launch in December 2024, GGG put down the idea of finishing the full 6-act campaign and instead rushed to put together an endgame for PoE 2. An endgame that, predictably, given the time spent on it, felt extremely undercooked upon release. And this, of course, is the second half of PoE 2, the much faster paced endgame. It was so different that you felt like you were playing 2 entirely different games, going from the
100%. This was evident in 01 in my very first map. If you guys remember, we got through the campaign in 30-some hours on the Monk. It was an amazing time, and I'm talking about both the regular and the Cruel versions. And while Cruel was faster, the very first Waystone, it felt so similar to Path of Exile 1 as someone who has over 1,000 hours in that game. Monsters flying at you from all directions, ground effects all over the floor, tight corridors, be or be killed style combat. A completely different game compared to the Pancame. The difference was so stark going into it. I was confused. I really was. And man, they have leaned into it for 03. And if you have been watching any of my videos or live streams, you know that I've been addicted though. So something is clicking. Something is clicking. I want to see if Dream points out what that might be. I'm really curious. Okay. Sorry, Dreamcore.
Campaign to the endgame. Monster density was much higher, you were often getting swarmed by monsters that were faster than you ever could be, and the balance of monster types was very off, with some dealing ridiculous levels of damage.
Expected.
But as I mentioned, this was to be expected. After all, just a fraction of the game's total development time had been spent on the endgame. However, 0.2 was approaching, and I believed that this first major update to PoE 2 since the early access launch was going to firmly position the game in one direction or the other. Would they stick to their original design decisions, or would they juice up the campaign to align it with the speed of the endgame? Well, truthfully, I was wrong.
You were. We all were. We all thought this, though. It wasn't just Dreamcore. Everybody was like, okay, here we go. Grinding Your Games is going to choose, and oh, so nothing really altered. It's more of the same. Okay, interesting.
0.2 came and went by, and the game still had a complete disconnect between the campaign and the endgame. There was no real stance taken by GGG to go one way or the other. And even in interviews and Q&As at this time, it wasn't obvious which direction they really wanted to go in. However, fast forward to patch 0.3 and
Okay, so yeah, they were going toward the speedy end through 02 though. They were nerfing a lot of monsters and player power was kind of increasing. I remember playing my mercenary through 0.2 after all the patches had hit, and I would kill bosses with, a magic crossbow in 10 seconds. SSF, mercenary, killing Draven in like 10 seconds with a few grenades and a few crossbow shots. That is the state of the game. If you know how to play Path of Exile 2 right now, the campaign is a little bit of a joke, and that's a problem in my opinion. The gap is too wide between players who really know how to play and players who don't know how to play. I think the campaign, especially Act 4, guys, while it was awesome, I loved the way it was put together. The story was great. The design was great. The areas were cool. The boss fights were cinematic and had interesting elements. But if you played a build that was moderately strong and if you knew what you were doing and you knew how to dodge and engage with sprint, those boss fights were a joke. They were. They really were. Okay? Even on a first league character, a starting character. And I wasn't even playing a character that relied on weapons. I was playing Hollow Palm. So it's not like I got lucky and got a GG weapon in Act 4 and steamed through it. I was playing on a character that relied on gem level only and just scaling my defensive gear, which I don't even think it was that great. And I killed the Act 4 end boss in about 20 seconds. I didn't even see any abilities. It was kind of insane. Okay, here we go.
I believe we now know the answer to that question. The third edict has changed the course of Path of Exile 2 forever.
Yes, it's more like Path of Exile 1. Anyone who has played Path of Exile 1 knows this. The end game is so similar to Path of Exile 1, and the campaign, while not nearly as easy as Path of Exile 1's campaign right now, is definitely easier than the start of 0.1 and the start of 0.2. It's far easier. And that it frightens me a little bit. I really wanted it to be grueling and that journey to feel very, very earned. I do. I wonder if he's going to talk about the gameplay versus just the journey to get there, because I think I'm fine with the speed of Path of Exile 1 once you're decently into endgame, right? But I think the journey should be a lot different than Path of Exile 1's journey, than Last Epoch's journey, than Diablo 4's journey. I liked that they were going for something different. And I know lots of people are saying, oh, well, if you want meaningful combat, you got No Rest for the Wicked. I couldn't play more than an hour and a half of that game. That's not for me. There's some sort of middle ground wherein you're leaning more to that horde-based combat style of ARPGs like Path of Exile 1, and not all the way into the direction of something like No Rest for the Wicked, where there's 2, 3, 4 enemies on screen and very story-heavy elements. I see some people saying maybe I'm just better at the game. That might also be the case. Maybe I'm way better at playing the game now. However, in Act 4, I expected some bosses to kick my butt. I died to one boss, the pirate boss, and I had already fought him in 0.2 because he's the end boss of a map, the gold map. None of the bosses got me. Some Abyss monsters got me. I really loved Abyss because that was super challenging. It felt like crazy fights going on. It was still, crazy visual clarity. You couldn't see a lot of what was going on, but it was challenging, and I loved that challenge. I was disappointed with the boss design. And people tell me in the chat, were you guys struggling against the bosses? In the comments, let me know. Were you struggling against the bosses, especially the Act 4 ones? Throw out Act 1, 2, 3. Maybe you've fought those 5, 10, 15. Maybe you've only fought those 2 times. Okay, but you fought them. You've overcome them. Jonathan said, I want you to die at least twice to a boss. Well, you know what? In 0.1, and when I fought those Act 1 through 3 bosses for the first time, I died over and over and over and over to a ton of bosses, okay? I bashed my head against them. I really enjoyed that. I expect to beat them really quickly after I've fought and overcome them. Act 4, though, that did not happen at all. I think they tuned down the difficulty by quite a large degree. Act 4 bosses are easy as Warrior. You are right, 100% too easy. Didn't struggle with any bosses on my Merc. Struggling very hard with Unarmed Monk. Justin, you are against the grain. Go off, Justin. You need to give us a little bit more context, and we will continue watching the Dreamcore video. I am aware that we are going quite hard into the React, but Dreamcore, you're bringing up a lot. You're bubbling a lot to the surface, bro. I love this. I love your video. Okay, let's go.
And it's not the direction that I really expected, but many of the changes combined have pretty much cemented the course of PoE 2 going forward. It looks like GGG have decided to go with a faster paced game, more akin to PoE 1.
PoE 1.5.
And in doing that, they seem to have left behind some of the core philosophy of the slower, methodical gameplay that we were shown for years in trailers and demonstrations. And this is echoed in many of the changes in patch 0.3. For a start,
I think a huge part of it, and I don't know if he's going to go into it, a huge part of it is this design of support gems, too. Support gems just give raw power, right? Some of them change mechanics of your skills, but a lot of the support gems just stack a ton of damage. So your damage scales to a crazy degree, and you're able to eventually obliterate entire screens of things pretty quickly, just using support gems in an intelligent manner. And being able to use multiples of the same support gem across your entire build now, and the fact that they've gone back on that design philosophy of having less multipliers on support gems. I think that is a big contributing factor, but he's also going to be right on this. Crafting has given us a ton of power, and you know what, guys? You know what? I freaking love it. I love the crafting. I'm a caveman crafter too. I don't sit on PoE 2DB or Path of Exile. I just do crafting in my hideout. I slam stuff. I use some omens, and I'm like, oh yeah, that's good. Let me sell that for 50 exalts when it should sell for 3 div.
We have the new crafting systems. Now, prior to patch 0.3, crafting was almost non-existent in PoE 2, save for some extremely expensive crafts using omens that simply didn't exist for the majority of the player base.
100%.
However, in this update, GGG sought to massively improve crafting, and not just in terms of the options available to players with various currencies and omens and essences, but also in regards to when these crafting options became available and when they're actually useful.
And their availability. He touched on it there. I'm getting this. Now, I'm playing a lot, but even people who aren't playing a lot are getting a lot more omens, currency, getting Abyss for the Desecrated mods. It's a lot more available to the casual player, which is awesome.
In Path of Exile 2, crafting is now very much a thing, and its usefulness begins early into the campaign, with massively improved access to essences, which often allow characters to acquire items with 2 or 3 good affixes early into the campaign, something which previously wasn't doable outside of IDing a random rare drop or slamming lucky modifiers onto your items.
And it sucked. It felt horrible. This feels so much more fun. Items feel far more useful now. It's great. And you're happy to see the essences now way more. You get that little surge of adrenaline, the happiness in your body. When you see an essence that you can actually use on your character, it's great. Absolutely love it. Also, is he playing the synthesis music in the background? I'm pretty sure that's the Path of Exile 1 synthesis music. Excellent music choice, Dreamcore.
Then there's the new Abyss crafting featuring Desecration, which, similar to PoE 1's Veiled modifiers, allows you to add and choose a modifier on your item, which also adds on top of the essence crafting to enable even more useful modifiers per item in the campaign and beyond. Patch 0.3 has brought a lot of determinism to crafting, and this determinism continues deep into the endgame, which is where the many new crafting tools come together to create a crafting
Oh my god, look at those mods.
experience which may even rival the power of crafting in PoE 1.
And of what, guys? What is this reminding me of? You see her in the background. Any PoE 1 bets? We've got a Shabi right behind me. This reminds me of what I was able to do in Harvest. It was my 2nd or 3rd league in Path of Exile 1. I crafted all my own gear. I freaking loved that character. I pushed him to the absolute maximum of Ball Lightning Inquisitor. Hierophant. Look at me, not even remembering. It feels just like that. It's so awesome.
You can very often deterministically craft extremely powerful endgame items from scratch using various combinations of the new crafting systems. And this change to Path of Exile 2 crafting has massively increased player power at any given stage of progression. Whether you're in Act 2 or Tier 5 maps or fighting the Uber Arbiter boss, you have access to much more powerful items as a result of all of these new crafting options.
And it comes down to what again, guys? Player knowledge. And how is Grinding Your Games balancing the game, though? Are they balancing the game for someone who is going to encounter an essence and understand how to use it to upgrade their character to a massive degree? Or are they balancing the game around someone who's not going to use that essence and chuck it into their stash, forget to use it, and let it fade into nothingness? That's the thing. That's what I think is going on. They need to find the middle ground. I really hope that the campaign has a little bit less of a speed to it, less similar to PoE 1 and other ARPGs, but then we can ramp up into the godliness in the endgame, kind of like we are now. It's got me hooked in the endgame, guys. I keep wanting to play my monk, pushing it farther and farther and farther and farther. I think that's honestly good. I think it's just tuning the campaign and skills and all that stuff. Of course, there's plenty to fix, right? But we're focusing just on player power right now and how that scales and how quickly. Also, bosses and endgame need buffs, 100%.
And sure, you could make the argument that patch 0.3 is an outlier because access to Abyss crafting will be much more limited in patch 0.4 and beyond, once Abyss is no longer in every zone.
Okay, but it will be replaced with something else, right? Grinding your games?
And I think that's a fair point to make. However, I'd argue that Abyss was only the first League addition to crafting, and it won't be the last. Over time, we're like...
See, Dreamcore and I, we're on the same wavelength, okay? He just sounds way more intelligent, and his accent is way cooler than mine. So we're thinking alike, bud.
To get more and more crafting tools added into the game by the introduction of new League mechanics. For example, one crafting tool that many players are asking for right now is resistance swapping, akin to PoE1's Harvest crafts. And this is a feature that I could see being added to PoE2 sooner rather than later. So I believe that crafting as a whole is only going to get stronger over time, not weaker.
Okay. Totally agree with Dreamcore. Do you see this? This is not Dreamcore's gameplay, right? This is a trailer. Look at how they are fighting in this trailer against the Abyss monsters, guys. Look at this.
This is a feature that I could see being added to PoE2 sooner rather than later. So I believe that crafting as a whole is only going to get stronger over time, not weaker.
That is how you fight against Abyss in the first few zones of Act 1. And then it's kind of balls to the walls, absolute insanity. I don't know if I like this type of like fight. This is the slower, more meaningful combat, but that disappears, and it's not even because it's how we're engaging with it. It's how Abyss spawns and acts. You can't do this. This is not feasible in Abyss. Anybody who's played Path of Exile 2 this league for a few hours knows this is not how you would do it. It just overwhelms you. There's monsters everywhere. There's degen effects, everything. You cannot be slow and methodical with the design of this. It's very interesting to see how it was presented here. Very interesting. Like I said, I love it. This is definitely... doesn't play like this out in the real game.
Now, the next part of the third Edict update that indicates a much faster game going forward is the League mechanic itself, the Rise of the Abyssal.
Right.
You simply cannot mistake this one for being anything else. The sheer density of monsters surrounding any Abyss encounter is insane compared to a lot of the other gameplay you're experiencing at the time. Not to mention the huge amount of monsters that flood onto your screen once the Abyss actually opens up. And even beyond that, the stronger Abyssal monsters are fast. They move fast, they do...
Is he not killing any of the monsters? What's going on? None of the monsters are dying. And yes, he's right. The rares are ridiculously fast. They teleport on top of you. They have degen effects. It is a crazy experience as a melee player. Absolutely wild experience. Melee players in the chat, rise up. How crazy. If you've played melee Abyss versus ranged Abyss, how different is that experience? It is. I think it's very, very different. I've been playing a ranger with my brother. Okay, yep. I'm not going to be a Deadeye though, guys. I'm going to be a Pathfinder. And the the dichotomy between my monk and my ranger, who I'm using lightning arrow right now, it's night and day. It's night and day. He's playing gas grenades, so it's like damage over time, right? Okay. So it's slowly going down.
A lot of damage. And there's just no way that you can have this ideal scenario of being able to strategically fight these types of monsters utilizing ability combos and good movement when there are just tons of monsters on your screen at once. The more tactical gameplay that we've been used to seeing in demonstrations just doesn't work in this setting.
Okay, I think it could work in this setting, though. I really do. However, it's implicit. It's explicitly just doesn't work with the way they've designed the monsters, right? Because imagine Abyss spawns, right? And there's dozens of tiny little creatures that swarm out, the white mobs, and they swarm you. They come and get you, but they don't have any degen effects when you kill them, okay? They're easy, they fall really quickly, and then there's this big Abyss monster that also comes out that has very telegraphed attacks, very interesting rare monster modifiers, right? That changes the battlefield every single time. That works. But the way that it's designed, where like a lot of the monsters have degen effects, they explode on death. The rare monsters, aside from one attack from a rare monster and then the beam, aren't that dangerous, right? It doesn't feel like that. So it kind of just feels like you're watching out for two moves and degen effects on the ground and popping around. We'll see a little bit of monk gameplay later. on my character. But you can see this with what Dream is doing with his gas grenade character here as well.
And that brings us on to another topic, game balance. Because if anything, the current balance of the game is the largest indicator of all. GG.
Oh, here we go. King Kongor, what is he going to show? One shot the boss, okay? This is an Iron Citadel, guys.
GG have had 2 big patches now since the initial early access launch. 2 opportunities to balance the game in one direction or the other. And especially in patch 0.3, the balance has only gone one way, and that's the way of player power going up. Way up, in fact. Players are stronger than ever before in the current update, and as previously mentioned, this does have a lot to do with the power of the new crafting systems, but there's also skill balance.
See, okay, the thing is, though, King Kongor has invested a lot into his character. Okay? So that's something with ARPGs. Lots of people want this to be possible. Do you guys... I am of the opinion that I don't necessarily want this to be possible for 99.9% of characters. I think that these bosses should have some pushback, right? But I once again understand that's very hard to balance in a game that doesn't have infinite scaling. Because PoE 2, which I applaud, does not have infinite scaling. So how do they square that circle? How do they do that? I don't know. I really don't. Because in every game where you allow the players to have all these tools available, someone will be able to do this. So how do they balance bosses to actually be challenging fights for a good chunk of the player base without it feeling bad for all the players who aren't one-shotting bosses? Because I know you, I know you guys all in the chat. You're not all masochists like I am, okay? I love my 3-minute long Arbiter of Ash fights. But a lot of people, a lot of you in the chat right now, see, a lot of you in the chat, right? You don't want that. You want to be able to burst down the boss in 5-10 seconds, right? Hey, and I get that. I totally get that. My dad wants to do that. He wants to get to the point where he can just use Viper or Serpent's Fury, whoosh, once on Arbiter, phase, Serpent's Fury, whoosh, again on Arbiter, dead. That's what he likes. That is his power fantasy. He loves that. How do you balance the game for all those types of players? That's going to be very, very interesting. Okay, let's see what Dreamcore thinks. Dreamcore, you've been very measured. I wonder if Dreamcore likes the direction of this. Does he like the PoE 1.5 direction, or did he want something different? I kind of wanted something different, but I find myself enjoying 0.3 so much more. The thing is, if they don't do something different, guys, if they keep pushing PoE 2 into the direction of PoE 1, and the two just are like, or see, here's PoE 1, right? And PoE 2 is just it'll converge with PoE 1 eventually, PoE 2. They were going to do something very different, and that honestly is not happening. I don't think that's a good thing, even though I'm massively enjoying it. I'm such a hypocrite. I am such a hypocrite. 3-minute long fights are fine if there aren't BS one-shot mechanics and network-reliant system that will screw you over if your internet isn't good enough. No one's internet is. Arbiter has one-shots, right? But they are very telegraphed, right? And you get infinite retries. I'm actually okay with one-shots with someone like Arbiter, right? Where everything is very well telegraphed. I don't like one-shots in maps from Rare Monsters. I hate that, but that's where most of the one-shots actually do happen, even though it is a lot less since the Abyss monster nerfs. Yeah, I wouldn't mind to fight boss for a minute if he didn't murder me with any sneeze. That's the thing, though. What boss does that? No. With the hallways, but those aren't sneezes. Those are well-telegraphed abilities from Grinding Gear games. I don't think there are a lot of BS boss fights in Path of Exile 2. I really don't think there are many. I think there are BS boss fight mechanics in Path of Exile 1, even though they are well-telegraphed. For example, even though I think it's well done, I still think that the memory game is absolutely insane in Path of Exile 1 and very, very frustrating. I think I can count the number of times I've done Maven without dying on one hand, which is pretty insane. They don't one-shot you. Most players are worse than you and don't know how to craft. No. I get one-shot by... They don't one-shot. Okay, so map bosses one-shot some people? Is that happening? Okay, see, yeah, I haven't seen many one-shots from bosses. Maybe I don't juice sufficiently. Perhaps I'm being a little elitist. Okay, pre-nerf interlude boss. Yes, Asmati, he was one-shotting. He was one-shotting in the campaign. Totally right. The hyena area boss was BS. Yeah, they nerfed him. Okay, continue talking about Dreamcore. Balanced Dreamcore.
Players are stronger than ever before in the current update, and as previously mentioned, this does have a lot to do with the power of the new crafting systems, but there's also skill balance too. The state of skill balance in patch 0.3 is wild. I discussed this in my last video on the dominance of the Deadeye in the current update, but it's not just the strongest builds that are deleting bosses, and it's not just in the endgame either. This is happening on many different archetypes, and it's happening in the campaign pretty much from the get-go. Yeah. Players are destroying the Rust King in a few hits with throwaway gear, for example. Yep. That's the second or third zone into the game, and you're already steamrolling bosses. Grenades and bow skills just absolutely melt bosses before they can do any mechanics.
I haven't seen that clip. What was that thub gun doing the campaign? Is that Twinked gear? Or is this first run?
Second or third zone into the game, and you're already steamrolling bosses.
Okay.
Grenades
I thought I was
and
destroying
bow skills
bosses.
Just absolutely melt bosses before they can do any mechanics.
I was not destroying bosses, guys.
Now, I would say that the game balance is broken due to this, but I'm not so sure about that. As I said before, this is the second opportunity that GGG have had to make a pass on skill balance, to adjust for other increments to player power, but it appears that they're content with the current balance. Perhaps they want experienced players to be able to face roll the campaign content if they know what to do with skill gems and support gems and the likes.
And that is the entire thing. Dreamcore has it bang on there. Is that the intention from GGG? Has my experience in my eyes been spoiled because I am now experienced, I am now knowledgeable, I'm learning the mechanics of the game, I know how to fit things together, so everything is going to be way easier for me. And then on the other front, it's like, okay, you could play hardcore, but I don't have the time to play hard. If I lose a character, I probably will just be beyond upset, right? Maybe hardcore is the path. I don't know, guys. No, because there's still some BS stuff with Abyss, you know, like rares in the game. So that's the, man, the push, the pull, the dichotomy in my head. This is why I like Path of Exile 1 and Path of Exile 2. It makes me think. Why I like it. Why I like it. Okay.
And that's a great segue to another massive change this patch that has also added to a faster paced game overall. The support gem changes, not just being able to use multiple of the same support gems, but also the addition of support gem tiering, many of which were direct power buffs to existing support gems in 0.2 and prior.
Yeah.
And also on top of that, we have the new lineage support gems, some of which are exceptionally powerful and build-defining choices. The unlocking of the support gem limit was a wild change that I would have never seen coming, in regards to skill balance and what exactly skills actually...
And another thing here, I don't know if Dream will mention it. How do they revert that? Do they revert that? I don't think they can go back, right? Maybe they can, because it was a big swing to unlock the limit. Maybe they're open to making more big swings, but I feel like they've opened the can of worms and it's done. Same with the introduction of Sprint. Sprint, I think, is an amazing mechanic. They can never remove it, right? They can't remove Sprint either. They've made a bunch of massive changes, all in this patch that have increased player power, increased the speed of the game, changed Path of Exile 2 fundamentally. And it's not what they originally envisioned. And man, am I having a blast. Man, am I having a blast. Isn't it wild how you can just fantasize about something and envision something for so long and ardently defend someone else's vision? And then they make a different change, you play it for yourself, and then you just fall like in love with it. Isn't that crazy? I keep finding myself shocked because last night, once again, I stayed up till midnight playing Path of Exile 2. I'm like addicted. It's ridiculous. And it is reminding me of like playing Affliction League with Cleave of Rage, right? It really is. It's called being proven wrong, I guess. Hey, at least they were able to admit that they're wrong. But then they're on the other end, it's like, okay, what could have been? What could have been? I still hope. I think we can get that meaningful combat vision in boss fights. But I think for general mapping, general campaign clear, outside of the first act in Act 2, right? For most builds, for most players who know what they're doing, it's going to be a very different game. And I just got to accept, and a lot of people just have to accept, we know what we're doing now. It's going to be a different game for us. By the way, why does he have Lightning Spear on every single thing? That's pretty funny.
It felt like many of the design decisions for skill balance have been based around the fact of the support gem restriction. A great example of that is grenades. Being able to socket multi-shot support into several of the early game grenade skills is just absurd levels of power creep. But that's just one example.
That's an
There are
amazing
countless
example.
other examples that just abuse the change to this system. And whilst I'm a big fan of having more freedom to utilize any support gem anywhere I want, I think this is a major contributing factor to the current balance of the game feeling so out of place.
Yeah, because I'm talking about how strong I felt, guys, but compared to those builds, I was not strong. I was a weak build. I was a beta. Like I was killing the bosses in 15 to 20 seconds, right? Very quickly. Some of them less, right? Nothing like that. I think 0-4 for some of these archetypes is going to be a nerf apocalypse, right? But it's going to be paired with the druid, so it'll be fine.
I do want to close out this video by stating that I'm not opposed to the direction PoE2 is going in.
Okay.
In fact, I've easily had more fun playing the game in this patch than I did in 0.1 or 0.2.
True.
But I still wanted to make this video as I feel 0.3 has been a real turning point in the direction of Path of Exile 2, and it seems like the course has been set from now going forward. I would say that overall, I'd prefer PoE2 to be a distinctly different game from PoE1, because ultimately I feel that's why they made a separate game in the first place, but at the same time, I do enjoy PoE1, so I'll also enjoy PoE2 if it's going to end up being much of the same game in the years to come. Let me know what you guys think about this topic in the comments below. Thanks for watching this video, and as always, stay tuned and stay safe.
Excellent video by my friend Dreamcore. Excellent video. Everybody, go like the video. Let's put it in the chat. Let's put it in the chat, you guys. What an excellent video. Dude knows what he's talking about. Okay, so his opinion, all right? His opinion, essentially, his conclusion is, yes, the same that I kind of said, what was it, 20 minutes ago? That Path of Exile 2 is moving a lot in the direction of PoE1, but he's enjoying the heck out of it. He's having more fun in 0.1 than he's been, or in 0.3 than he's had in any prior patch, and I share that sentiment. By the way, they need to buff Pinnacle boss hit points by like 10x. Not even kidding. I think this is Uber Arbiter. You see Dreamcore killing Uber Arbiter, he's not allowed to do it that fast. Come on. Buff that HP. That was ridiculous, man. Yeah, I think I agree with Dreamcore. I agree with his conclusion. He didn't go too deep into it. I'd love to hear more on his opinion. We'll have to do that in the next Path of Exile. But yeah, I've been having a great time with 0.3. I'm going to keep playing it. Be very curious to hear what you guys think in the comments below on this video. Make sure, if you haven't already, to leave a comment. Make sure to like this video. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. And let me know, am I a good reactor or bad reactor? I really don't do this a lot, and I'm not going to do it a lot. But I want to know if I do it, 1 or 2 a month, if that'll be all right. All right, you guys, we're going to read a few comments here on the live stream, but this is where the video ends. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you watch this video on screen right now, which is probably a podcast with one of my fellow friends and creators. Thanks for watching as always. Stay sane. Have fun. Okay, wow, I messed up that little bit, didn't I, guys? Holy crap. All right, dudes. How was the react? Good or bad? How long was the react? Oh my god, it's 35-minute react to a 10-minute video. That's pretty funny. Oh boy, oh boy. Okay, let's read some of these comments. Okay. All right, here we go. Ooh, okay, top comment. What did you guys think of the video, by the way? It was a great video. Excellent video from Dreamcore. Excellent video. Okay, here we go. There's nothing inherently wrong with grinding your game's original plan of a slower, more methodical combat. It's just that they totally messed up implementing it. Rather than organically just designing this new experience, they just forced this gameplay style on top of their base PoE1 design by taking PoE1 enemy speed and density and just taking away player speed and DPS. They slowed down the monsters and reduced the monster density so that you could actually see what was happening, then buffed the loot and experience from individual monsters. They'd be on their way to a good, slow, methodical experience. If you walked through a map, ran into a group of 3 monsters, and you could see their monster type, know their behavior patterns, then spend 30 seconds dodging and killing monsters, and then see a loot explosion and see your XP bar do a nice jump forward, that would just be as much dopamine as Zoom. Not 3 monsters, but like 10 monsters, like a big monster and then like 9 little monsters. Totally agree. Yeah, I think he pinned that comment. He pinned that comment. It's a good comment. Okay. My commentary was good, but a bit long-winded. Yeah, that's probably because I was a little scared during the react. I wanted to like make sure I was providing enough value, because I sometimes feel like reactors do not provide value, and I didn't want to do that. All right. All right. What's in 1 hour? Angormus, what's going on, man? Are you gonna absolutely annihilate the race, dude? You literally said you were a weakling compared to Core, but you still want them to nerf him, LOL. Weakling compared to Dreamcore. Yes, because I don't think I've done like a ton of investment in my character, right? That's why I think I could probably kill the boss in its current form in probably a minute and a half. But I'd love for an Uber Arbiter, the hardest boss in the game, to be, you know, a 2 to 3 minute fight for the top, you know, 5% of characters, and then a 10-second fight for the top 0.1% or whatever. I hope so. I'm learning a lot about the game to prep for it. Heck yeah, Angormus. I will not be watching. I'll watch the highlights. I'm going to be in Cedar Point. Otherwise, I'd be losing against you and playing in it. Read Discord? Oh, crap. What happened to Discord? Uh-oh. What's happening? Something going on? He has time. No, bro. Angormus, man. Crap. Angormus, could you do next week sometime? Angormus, let's connect. I want to do prep. I do prep, bro. I have extensive notes for all of my guests. I do not have any prep right now. Where's Angormus? I'll message you, dude. If you're down to do it sometime next week, let's connect on a day. Okay, awesome. I'm pretty flexible on the day next week. The time, it has to be around this time. Like between 7:30 p.m. Eastern and 8:30 p.m. as a start, and we can go for like an hour. That'd be awesome. Right before your big race, dude. That's perfect timing. Needing prep to talk to someone? Yeah. Guys, I have show notes for all of my guests. I watch their videos. I listen to their streams. I look how they started content creation. I learn about them. They're not just chats. They're like official interviews / podcasts. Yes, I do a lot of prep. I prep for like 15 hours for my Jonathan interviews, guys. It might not show through, but I do. I do a lot of preparation. When I talk to Judd and Carve and Ross from 11th Hour Games, I probably did like 20 hours of prep. And then I only ended up playing the season for like 4 hours. So basically a stalker. We have strayed so far from the light of God. Perfect for you because you work nights. Okay, awesome, Angormus. Let's go. Let's go. Not your start? Oh, it's happening, Angormus, bro. I delve deep. Most professional hosts do prep, so it's normally he does it. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not following a script. Yeah, far from following a script. Anybody who's chatted with me know it's not a script at all. No, but I have stuff. We Lost is playing. I've never heard it. It's so freaking good. We Lost is incredible. Rage bait is lame. I agree. Man, Expedition 33, We Lost. Yeah, that was a really good Dreamcore video. What are some more comments? Sorry, got a little off stream. Yeah, off, but I'll message Angormus right after this. Roll after this stream, not right now, but. All right, another person says, honestly, I don't like gear that is way more powerful than the tree. If they ship this balance, I think it would be easier to balance out the rest of the game's skills. Also true. I love grinding gear games, but I feel they interpret every player criticism as they want more power. The real joy of PoE 1 was build creativity, and for that to be rewarding, you need something to test your build against. Players don't want simply mindless game-breaking power. They want challenges that you solve with clever builds and the means to make those builds. I don't agree with that comment. I don't agree with that comment. This is one time when I'll say it's an early access. I don't agree with that because that's why there's not a lot of content in the game. It's early access. I think in 2 years, there's going to be a ton of pinnacle bosses to fight against that are end game only. Lots of challenges that you can push your character to. The reason that there's not a lot of challenges right now is because the game is so young. It's just weird. No, food guy. No, I want to do an official podcast with Angormus. If I might have misinterpreted it. It sounded like it was going to be like kind of like a pod. Angormus? Angormus is the GOAT of Path of Exile 2 racing right now. He has won all of the races for Path of Exile 2 campaign. All 6 of them, I think. I think all 6. So he speed runs the campaign and he does it on Warrior. All the grinding gear games ones, yeah, man, yeah. Yeah, don't please, Angormus, my man, don't feel slighted by me. I know I'm being giga asshole right now, but I like to prep. I do. Casual chats are also fine, but I also have to be in the mindset for it. Honestly, guys, I am in a terrible headspace right now. Work tomorrow is going to be like super difficult for me. So I'm just nice that I'm just sitting here, did the react. We're going to play some Path of Exile 2. Just chill. By the way, speaking of chill, I had to turn the air conditioner on. Oh my God. But, ugh. Actually true. I did not study my uniques and support gem symbols during the quiz interview. I didn't know what that was going to be, Sebastian. I didn't have any prior knowledge on what that was going to be. Hey, Blood, what's happening, man? What's happening? We just watched a video about Path of Exile 2 becoming Path of Exile 1.5 and whether or not that's a good thing. And honestly, because I've played way more this league than basically any other league at this point in time in the league, must be kind of a good thing, right? But we'll never know what could have been. What career am I in? You give me engineer vibes. I'm in paid media. Oh yeah, I work full time. Yeah, bro. No, I do this at night. Yeah. Yeah, it was Dreamcore's video. It was killer. It was killer. Absolutely killer. What are they changing? Just tuned in? They changed the vision of the game. We just did a react to Dreamcore's video. You can rewind on YouTube if you want to see it, but excellent breakdown. I'm going to post the video tomorrow morning. Pretty crazy. PoE 2 early access standard has more players than D4. We don't know that. Most players from D4 are on the Blizzard client. Okay. Yeah, dude, Labor Days. Let's just take a look, actually. Let's freaking look at my playtime in 02 because I've just been estimating it. Did I delete my Amazon? I think I deleted my Amazon from 02. I'll find out momentarily. You should do reacts more often, honestly. It's so good. I woke up for this at 3 a.m. Well, I only did it because I knew the video was going to be good. A lot of people were chatting about it, and I trust Dreamcore's quality content, so. Okay, let's see. Let's see here, guys. We've got Talkative try mounting. Okay, so I deleted my Merc. I think I played my Merc for about 20 hours. Let's see, how long did I play 02 for? 20 hours plus this, plus my Amazon. Okay. You're a believer, same way I believe PoE 2 will be the greatest ARPG ever. I believe D4 will be at least be good one day. I think so too. All right, see you, Krez. Have a good night, man. 2 days, 1 hour. Okay, so 49 hours. Yeah, okay, so I played Dawn of the Hunt. 69 hours. Nice. About 69 hours, Dawn of the Hunt. I think I played the Merc for about 20 hours. I might be off on that. 69 hours, Dawn of the Hunt. And just on my Talkative try Fist, my bro. No, not a clickbait title. No, we already talked about it. I can't update my YouTube title every time I swap to a new topic, guys. Flash played 2 days, 7 hours, 11 minutes, and 49 seconds. Just on this guy, I have a warrior, I have a SORC, and I have a ranger that I'm playing as well. Wow, this is very loud, the sounding game. And this is all not AFK time. I think I have about 15 hours of AFK time on my Amazon because I left it on during a whole day until I got back home, which was pretty bad. No, that's not BS, man. No, we just did a 50-minute discussion about how Path of Exile 2 may have gone too far. Not BS at all. All right. All right, guys. So we're gonna do 2 maps, and then we're gonna play some Ice SORC, and then, guys, I wanted to show off a game that has meaningful combat in it. Meaningful, slow, but also engaging combat. Kind of what I thought Path of Exile 2 was gonna be like. The meaningful combat is totally an option, bro. I don't know. Okay, a dog once said. All right, guys. Tell me if you think Abyss is going core. All right. If meaningful combat is still an option. Here we go. Ready, guys? We're going to do an Abyss map together. And yes, guys, this can be removed from the game. You're totally right. Let's do an Abyss map together, guys. Okay? All right, it's one life, so I'm totally not going to complete the map. Let's see. Please tell me what you see when I'm playing this map. Okay, here we go. We just saw, oh, it's chilled ground map too. The vision. Okay, all right, actually no monsters on this map. Where are the, okay, this has happened a few times where Abyss maps are literally empty. Oh, okay. Okay. Oh, there we go. Okay. Okay, guys, you ready? You ready for this? Here we go. Oh, wow. Exceptional Scepter. Let's go. Oh, it's Tier 5 Marauded Mace. Okay. I'm going to be a lot slower because of chilled ground. Okay. Which is unfortunate. Because I'm not going to be expressing my point because of how slow I'm going to be. I really need to get an amulet with the immunity to, like, chill annoy. I think there's one of those in game. But it is exceptional worm scale coat. 2 exceptional items, but that was just a quality. Not an extra socket. Oh, have you guys ran into these yet? I found my first one of these the other day. It's an expedition overrun with abyss. Okay, here we go. Here we go. This is a good area to test it on. Okay, I think. If I can clear it fast enough. I can't. I'm not fast enough. Chilled ground is my bane. It's very unfortunate my my sound channels are low because it makes the sound of the game sound so much worse, you guys. I hate it. I absolutely hate it. Because the sounds of this game are so great, but it sounds terrible because I have to do it for performance reasons. I have to lower it. Oh, is there a poll going on? I haven't even been reading chat. Is there a poll going on? I don't want to die because I have one life. All right. I'll read chat in a moment, guys. We're almost done with the map. We're almost done with the map. Oh, come on. I totally got that. Did I skip past some rare monsters back there? I did indeed. Oh, do you guys see what I'm about to encounter? There is a huge field of rares over there. I'm probably going to die, or my screen is just going to explode. No, 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 not Vampire. See, I do not like games like Vampire Survivors. I think I've only played like 5 minutes of it. I can't stand those sort of games. I know a lot of people love them, though. I just can't do it. Not a fan. Like, look at this, though. I mean, this isn't egregious. This isn't even egregious. Compared to what I've encountered in the past. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. This is a pretty big abyss area. Oh, but the slows. The slows. Go. Something else that's really interesting is I barely use like my health flask anymore, and I don't use my mana flask. I need to find a way to have my mana flask benefit me. I'm pretty sure there's something that I can do with that, like a curse removal thing I can do. Oh boy. Oh, that's a juicy one. I am very slow. I'm curious too, guys. I'll look at chat for this. Am I clearing this map slow compared to you guys, or pretty quick? Okay, because... Okay, and keep in mind the chilled ground thing. Keep in mind the chilled ground thing. Okay? And I have one life, so I'm being very careful. This is slow. My warrior was probably faster. How dare you? How dare you? I'm just... See, I'm a low-skill player. I'm also very, very cautious. I feel. There's also just a lot of loot in this map. Oh, no. Sleek jacket tier 4. Oh, let's see. Let's see. Okay, I will actually take it. Medium slow. Honestly, pretty slow. Slow, but I'm a Deadeye. Okay, you got to take out Deadeyes. No, I'm just kidding. I know Deadeyes are extremely powerful. Could put Ambrosia on the bell. Oh, Ambrosia on the bell is a cool idea. Not about skill, it's about game knowledge. True. Yeah, I'm having fun. That's the thing. I don't necessarily rate how fast I'm doing stuff compared to other people. I'm just curious how it compares to others. Remember, guys. What is it? Envy is the thief of joy, right? Right? That's my new favorite quote when it comes to video games. Yeah, don't compare me to Deadeyes. Don't do that. Oh boy. Yeah, this chilled ground makes me so slow. It's hilarious. That's a lot of abyss monsters. I think I probably would have been fine with that. Because I have insane resistance. Okay, we gotta go and we gotta sell some stuff. Okay. Fun is definitely the best metric. Okay, guys. We're gonna go back. We're gonna finish that. We're gonna finish that map. We're gonna get the stuff. But I'm curious. Now I'm looking at chat. How while I'm like looting that stuff, I want to put chat big on screen. Okay. How I mean the visual clarity aspect, guys. Come on. Like that if Abyss is going core, how can you warding potions that removes curse with mana flask, temporal chains, and other stuff. Oh, that's a great idea. Oh, that's the one I was thinking of. That's the one I was thinking of. Nice, nice, nice. Yeah, I'll probably do that. So how can you have that type of content in the game if you want the moment to moment, so I'm talking about mapping gameplay, to be like, you know, slow and methodical, kind of what they showed in the trailer. I don't necessarily think that's possible in the end game. Deli and Breach run counter. I would argue, though, Breach is not nearly to the level of Abyss. In fact, I think initial Breach wasn't even as crazy as Abyss. I'll get you back on screen here. And they nerfed Breach down, right? So they brought Breach down quite a bit. In was it 0.2 that they did this? Yeah, 0.2. But then they went with this again for Abyss. So I'm curious. I think Dreamcore may have said this, or maybe it was Sir Gog. Maybe they'll do this with every league, where the current league is just absolute insanity in terms of monster density and loot and everything. And then they'll bring it down in subsequent patches. Maybe. Launch day Breach was way worse than Abyss. Oh, it was? Initial Breach could be worse than Abyss, but usually wasn't as much. Okay, that's my bad then. I thought that initial Breach... I guess... Did they nerf it before I hit it? Maybe they nerfed it before I hit it, because I never had any breaches as crazy. Maybe I just didn't juice a lot. But... Abyss doesn't spawn infinite monsters. Yet. It could. You just gotta wait for the Abyss tablet, bro. The Abyss tablet. No, but it's incredibly fun. Like, that was super cool. Okay. Now I cleared all the abysses. Breach was insanely dense, I think. Okay. Yeah, I didn't giga juice into endgame, and I don't think my character would have been powerful enough to do it in 0.1 either. Breach was suffocating initially, and player movement was also quite restrictive comparatively. Now it's aces. Hey, Barricade, what's going on, man? Hope you're having a good night. Okay, we'll do one more Abyss map. Does it have Chilled Ground on it? It does not have Chilled Ground on it. Praise. Okay. And it's Ravine. So that's a good layout. Did your first ever Zesh so fun? Awesome, man. Overall, this Abyss in 0.3 is a 9 out of 10. It's good content. I agree. Dude, I think the League is a 9 out of 10. Okay? I've been having a ton of fun. Performance issues, though, are terrible. So. Been having a ton of fun this League. Okay, guys. You're going to see the real power of my build. Because now there's no chilling ground, okay? Or this is what's going to happen. I'm going to get completely obliterated. And we're just going to lose the map. Because it has no respawns. Oh! That's a tink. Oh, that's another tink. Double tink. Look at that. Oh my, oh my. I'm glad I didn't get obliterated. I did not pick up the loot there for a second. Something could have got me. Yeah, Chilled Ground is quite invasive for my build, I must say. Did I loot these back here? Of course I didn't. I totally forgot. A coffer exalt? Nice. Look at me predict. Look up Zizaran animate weapon breach. That is insane density. Okay, I'll look that up. Man, Hollow Palm is so much fun. It's just silly fun. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Breach time. Do you guys think they're going to add breach bosses to breach? Kind of like in PoE 1, how they can spawn? I think that'd be kind of cool. Maybe not Zeshed, but mini bosses. I still can't believe I was able to oh gosh, I'm in one-shot territory. I'm in one-shot territory. I still can't believe that I have made a build. And given it is with tools that GGG probably gave me to make this exact build. But I've still made a build that can do this. This is kind of crazy. I just never thought I'd be able to like self-make something. Like I haven't looked anything up yet. I thought I'd never be able to just make something like that myself. In PoE 1, I'd always have to look up stuff eventually to be able to like clear T16s with 8 mods and T17s and stuff. I'd always have to take that next step and go rely on someone else. And so far in PoE 2, and this league especially, I haven't needed to do that. And it's such a good feeling, you know? Again, even though, like I said, all the tools are right in front of me. Grinding Your Games is like giving me the tools, right? But still, I've been able to like clobber them together. And that feels good. You were a tanky one, weren't you? Does feel good. That motto stays. I do not have +2. Nope. +2 on my gloves and +3 on my amulet are what I'm searching for next. You're talking about melee skills, right? That's going to be my next craft attempt or just my next thing that I invest into. But I bet I can get it on my gloves for a pretty good price. So that is exactly... I think that's a huge damage boost, yeah? Because plus skill level is the biggest thing you can do. That'll make this even crazier, which is almost unfathomable to me. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Oh, I didn't even see you there, bro. Okay. I can talk about Elk and go with Sea Dog. All right, but I'm corrupting now. I'm corrupting, guys. And I'm using the Desecrate modifiers on my Waystones. So a little bit more than Elk and go. 4 or 5 div with a guide online. See, and see, I'm weird. I don't really consume that content. But that would be stupid of me not to do, right? I'm going to try to figure it out for myself. Okay, what's going on there? Is there an invulnerability mob? Something was happening there. Who was invulnerable? Undying Will. Ah, this guy. There we go. All right, did I clear that a little faster, guys? A little faster. I guess I'm still technically in it. Okay, who has Undying Will? Who is it? That guy? He wasn't taking any damage. There we go. Elysium Cups. Who's still hitting me? Is there a monster somewhere, guys? There he is. Ooh, a depths. Okay. 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 Oh, and we had a little bit of a crash there. That's all right, though. That's all right. The Breach Lords are dead. They'd have to add different ones. 100%. Different ones. I'm level 93 right now. Level 93. All right, Grinding Your Games, thank you for giving us that little break. I will take the opportunity to say, if you're on YouTube right now, make sure you like this live stream, guys, and you subscribe to the channel for more content. Looks like we have a lot of you in YouTube today. Holy crap, people wanted the react. Oh my God, there's 355 people on YouTube right now with 84 likes. Come on. Let's up those numbers. People were here for the react today. Oh my gosh, do people like reacts? Is this why people do them? See, but I don't want to leech off my friend. That's the problem. You got plus 10 minions if you want to see some DPS and clear speed. You have an insane minion build. No ads in YouTube, so I'm here. Yeah, I also have minimal ads on these live streams on YouTube. I do have ads on them. One, because I like to make money from this, because I want to do it full time one day. But I also have a conspiracy where if you don't have ads on your videos or your live streams, that YouTube won't push them as much in the algorithm. I have no basis on that. That might be completely wrong. But that is my conspiracy theory, and that helps justify putting ads on the video, on the live streams. So, oh, by the way, I'm also gonna try to stream in 2K next week because I got access to it on Twitch. So I'm gonna try to stream in 2K. So we're gonna try to up the quality of the streams too. Oh no, bro, we're gonna go on my Sorceress. We're gonna go on my Sorceress. I believe you have insane gameplay. If you've got a YouTube video or something, just let me know, man. Why am I not good in a good headspace? Nah, man, I can't talk about it. Just a lot of stuff going on at work tomorrow. We got a lot of crap going on with work, among other things in life. But I've got a beautiful family. I've got this nice little side gig. I'm loving my hobbies. I had a nice 5K run today, too. That's always nice. I had a headache today, but that headache is gone. That's always nice, too. You feel much better after having a headache for a huge part of the day and it disappearing in the latter half. It's just an excellent feeling, you know? Yeah, YouTube Premium. That was my biggest QOL. YouTube Premium. When I got YouTube Premium, oh man, that's like the only thing that I have, the only subscription. Okay, is this a bug? Because there were no ritual altars, dudes. Life one happens one day at a time. 100% right, Barricade. No, you're 100% right. Keep your work at work. Don't bring it home. I know that. I do that with my kids every day, dude. Some people find it hard when they work remote to do that, but I wouldn't trade not working remote for the world. Or working remote for the world. It's such a huge quality of life. Such a huge quality of life. 35% MS boots. Very nice. Alright, guys. So we had a little bit of endgame gameplay in. So now, you were recommended me to the first time ever for some reason, and I clicked. It had to do more with your title than me wanting to see you react. Wow, Axis, welcome to the channel. That's crazy that this is the first time you've ever seen one of my videos, dude. How crazy, YouTube. See, YouTube likes dramatic video titles, guys. YouTube loves them. I have a video title that is, has Path of Exile 2 crossed the line? And we have one of our biggest live streams since League launch. No podcast, literally did a react that was addressing this exact topic, but YouTube is pushing it in the algorithm. That's just crazy. Absolutely insane. Man, YouTube, guys. SSF, Rise of the Abyssal. All right, let's do some SORC, dudes. No try. Viewers tend to click on more catchy titles and thumbnails. No, I know. I know. That's exactly what happened. I did a flashier title and thumbnail. I know, bro. I know the YouTube game. Trust me. I'm doing pretty well on YouTube. My YouTube channel is, you know, it's popped, I'd say, especially for not doing it full time. I think it has sufficiently popped. Okay, so do we want to get to this remnants node? I think we do. We have to engage with remnants, so I better path up. YouTube always puts drama titles, and that's why we see some poopy channels pop up. Yeah. I feel like your stuff is in my feed because I've been watching your pods. Oh, well, I'm glad that you're watching my pods, man. Wow, look how slow I am compared to the monk that I've been playing. Oh my goodness. So how do I play this character again, guys? How do I play this? Okay, yeah. Snap. Yeah. Oh my. Okay. It's been a little bit. That Dreamcore comment had 300 comments with 7,000 views. No, people are passionate about that topic, bro. People are passionate about that topic. That's why it had so many views. And so many comments, sorry. Look at that. Giga damage here, guys. Do you think a PoE 2 game's popularity after launch, you go full-time and leave that stressful butt job? It all depends on if it's enough to provide healthcare for my family. But yeah, I'm gonna try to do it. I'm gonna try. But I'm a very conservative person with my money, and I want to make sure my family is very financially set. All right, I want to make sure my kids have as good a life as possible, and let's be real, in the US that means you need to make a sufficient amount of money. So if that means I have to work a stressful job, you know, that's what I'm going to do for my lovely kids. They are the most important thing in my life to me. My kids, my wife, my cats. potentially in that order. But I do think Path of Exile 2 is going to gain a lot more popularity once it goes free to play, especially. And the audience for it is going to grow massively. And my Path of Exile 1 videos did really good, you guys. And I would not consider myself like a Path of Exile 1 creator because I had like, I don't know. That community is so established in terms of its creators. I feel like unless you are a master build creator, it's hard to break into, especially the Path of Exile 1 community. But my video still did really well for Path of Exile 1. So I think with Path of Exile 2, I'll be able to do some popping, you know? Yeah, see, I didn't talk about spells at all when I was in Dream's video. But spells almost kind of seem like the intended experience. I'm terrified to see what spells are like in Endgame. But maybe I'll be able to scale up to be able to blow up screens. But I get the authentic experience with PoE 2 with spells. I think you're about to see this boss fight. You properly engage with the mechanics. You see the mechanics. I really like that. But the problem is it has to be that way for everything. Yeah, you can pop if you make a unique build. You were 100% true. Oh, yeah, yeah. It would have to be life-changing security Labor Days. And I already have, like, a good amount of security. Like, with Mobalytics. Mobalytics is actually quite lucrative. It helps a lot. I'll say that. And if I were able to grow that relationship, that's a steady source, right? That would be able to push me quite firmly in that direction. All right. What's the title about? The Dreamcore video. Man, my YouTube title is still attracting people. Yeah, we watched a YouTube video about how Path of Exile 2 has changed forever with 0.3. All right, here we go, guys. Look at this ethical damage. Ah! Oh, I just got stampeded. I feel like this is very ethical right now. I hate that. I hate these remnants. I don't see the remnants, you guys. This is going to get so much worse in Endgame. When I actually can't see the remnants. I should be able to see the remnants right now. I'm actually doing boss mechanics, you guys. Look at this. What in the world? Hold on to my butts. 1 second. 1 second. I'll respond in just a moment. There we go. Look at how ethical that was. Oh my. ARS 5000. Okay, I don't know what ARS 5000 is, but Tomas, thank you so much. Unrelated, can we ask Sandfall to make a theater musical play of Claire Obscure in 3 acts with the original soundtrack? Dude, that would be incredible. How amazing would that be? Holy crap. Win DPS, you are right. You are 100% right. That was Quinn levels of DPS. That was horrendous, right? but I accept it. Argentinian pesos. Thank you, Tomas. Campaign updates are wicked. I'm awaiting. I'm getting stuff because I'm a PoE. Want to give it a enjoy. Shield skills kind of hitting though. Oh yeah, and Gormus, have you publicized? Like, I haven't looked at all. What's your time right now? Is that something that's public knowledge? How fast are you beating Acts 1 through 4 in PoE 2 right now? How does it compare to 0-2? You haven't done anything. Oh shoot. Okay. Just layout jail. Oh my god. Okay. maybe I am getting a good staff. Because by the way, guys, I still have this staff from Act 1. Act 1 vendor staff right here, guys. Okay? Crazy. Selling. Ooh. We're gonna get that. Bye. Goodbye. Okay, Zarka, you have a staff for me, my friend. Come on. No staff. Dang. The job keeps me relatable. It's a huge boost to my popularity. Potentially. Yeah, if you're clicking in wondering what in YouTube and you're wondering what the heck what the title's about, just skip back to about 15 minutes into the VOD. And you guys can see exactly what I'm talking about. What exactly the title is talking about. Ice Nova. Not sure if it works well in 0-3, but in 0-2, Frostbomb plus Frostfall was very good for campaign bosses. Ooh, I'll try that out. My Act 1 is like 34 flat. Oh my god. Dude, that's crazy. Yeah, I'm still using an Act 1 staff. Honestly, maybe I just buy a base. Or maybe I just try to get a base and craft on it. The problem is I haven't really dropped any good bases. I've dropped like magic or rare ones that have nothing that relate to what I'm looking for. That's a huge issue that's going on right now. All right. Anyway, boss down. To Keth we go, dudes. The plan for this character is Ice Sorceress. But I am not a fan of infusions at all. Infusions are just not good. I'm not a fan of them. I think some people might like the gameplay they encourage. Not for me at all. I don't like needing to chase around little things on the ground, you know? Especially in a game where visual clarity is not great, you know? Yeah, I think infusions would be fine if they just appeared on you. Right? If they were just like little buffs, you just had to do simple, you had to like use different spells. Does that make them too easy to get though? I don't know. I am using lightning skills, but I'm also using cold as like my big damage thing, yeah. Like Spark is just what I'm using for general, like, little bit of clear. But my big damaging stuff is Snap. Oh, crap. And this usually have some chests. Come on. Oh, by the way. One big reason I'm probably not seeing stuff is because I'm super strict right now. I have heard that Blood Mage, and I've seen some Blood Mage gameplay, that basically shows, unfortunately, that Blood Mage is kind of just the better SORC in every way. Which is unfortunate. Hey, well, thank you. HSN Hamada, thanks for the 2 months of Prime, bro. I appreciate it. Oh, no. No, I need to go back. You couldn't sleep, Krez? Oh, dang, dude. 0.4 might be unpopular because they're going to nerf stuff. Yeah, Sir Kane, I think it might be a little bit of a nerf apocalypse for a few archetypes. Like, from what I've seen of just being able to delete stuff on your first run of the campaign, I think is a bit much. I think the level of power, which you kind of saw with my monk, honestly, is probably what you'll be able to achieve. Where I was downing bosses in like 15 seconds, sometimes 20 seconds, right? I think that's going to be possible. But 5 seconds on your first campaign run, your first character, with crap items, I don't know about that, guys. I just don't see that staying in the game. Blood Mage OP, level 95 on mine, and there's no challenging content. 2-shot on the highest level of pinnacles. Are you doing Reap? Reap looks insane. Perfect Strike is still 2-shotting? Really, bro? That's crazy. Okay, we got an Abyss. We got an Abyss. Ooh, I'm getting a little spicy here. I'm getting a little close to death. I probably shouldn't be playing this dangerously. Oh my. Aw, what? Nothing? Dang it. That's unfortunate. Very sad. Oh, there's another Abyss? Guess we'll do this Abyss too. I'm looking for the Serpent Girl. Serpent Girl is somewhere, surely. You like turtles? Good to know. Okay. Alright. This might be a little bit of a dangerous position, guys. This guy. He's the dangerous one. Especially enraged. I think he can one-shot me. Oh! 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 He didn't one-shot me, but he did kill me. I told you guys it was going to happen. I told you guys. Let's look for the Serpent boss so we can get ethical levels of damage again. We need another ethical boss fight. Where could she be? I guess on that end. I guess maybe she's at the front here. About to find out. Whoa, wait. I feel like the AoE on that is a little low. The snap. Good ethical morning to you, Yorond. What's happening? Okay, she's right here. She's right here. Where is she? There she is. All right, ethical boss fight time. No. Oh, no. No, no, no. Oh, God. Look at this ethical damage, you guys. Also, I think my build is kind of trash. Not good. Not good, Exiles. Is it a GG, guys? Is it a GG? I think it might be a GG with this serpent. I don't think I can do it. Guys, I think I'm going to get hard lucked by a boss for the first time. After talking about how easy the game is. On my monk, look at this. Oh my goodness. I'm feeling the spell struggle. Oh my god! I can't even break the prone wall. That's crazy, guys. Is my build that bad, or is the SORC balance really that? Oh, God, we just need to get to these infusions. Jesus, is it really that egregious? Oh, there's always an exit with bone wall. I didn't know that. I thought you had to break through it. Campaign too easy, by the way. Man, am I eating my words. I think we're going to have to GG out this boss fight. I think I'm going to kill myself. I don't think I have enough healing. SORC is that bad? Spells are that bad? Well, I think it's just spells that are that bad. Wait, did I cancel it? Is it because I'm in the boss fight? I guess I'll just die. I gotta reset it. I can't do it with the Hunted by Ancient Serpent. Alright, one sec. We're gonna go look. Act 1 was very easy on my SORC. Okay? The Act 1 final boss and, Act 1 final boss is where I really started to notice my life dying. Okay? Okay. Okay. Let's see. What essences do I have on SSF, guys? We got to do something here. Oh, man. How was my thing? Okay, we've got energy shield. Okay, we literally don't have any good essences right now. So we're going to have to do a Jesus Take the Wheel craft. Oh, with an augment. All right, come on. Okay. There we go. Cold damage. Nice. Let's go. Let's do, yeah. Okay. Okay. Ethical item. Yeah. Oh. Okay. Okay. Okay, see? See, guys? That's nice. Can I get a gem level? Can I get a gem level? This is actually pretty good. If I can get a gem level and I socket some runes into this, that'll be really nice. Yeah, I'm doing SSF on the SORC, so I get an authentic experience and at leveling the SORC, because everybody was saying how bad the SORC was. And, well, we're getting the experience. Okay. Mana regen? Okay. We gotta do it. We gotta do it. Plus skills, plus skills, plus skills. Let's freaking go. All spell skills? Literally. Jonathan, turn off the stream, man. Turn off. I know that you don't like me complaining about the game, but seriously, are you allowed to do that? I buy it from a vendor. I slam it with an AUG, a Regal, and 3 Exalted Orbs and SSF. Dude, I complain a little bit about Path of Exile too, and then they just give it all to me, you know? See, this is insane. That is absolute insanity. That is crazy, guys. Look what I'm using right now. Okay, so I'm about to go tell you guys that there's nothing wrong with Sorceress, and spells are in a good spot. All right, you guys ready for it? I hope you guys are ready for this. Okay. Absolutely absurd. Absolutely absurd, you guys. Holy crap. Let's vision it a little more. Okay. Trans. Terrible. Okay. And then we got an essence, I think. Right? Yep. Magic to rare. Wait. Oh, I already have the mod. Oh, that sucks. Okay. Life. That's okay. Let's up that. We're just going to put that in there, guys, because I've been crafting for so long already. Grand. Oh, let's do this. Oh my gosh, that's a nice new pot. Okay. Okay. Ooh, those are pretty nice. Okay. Oh, no, we're not doing without plus. I got that staff fair and square. Do I have a spare gem? Where are my gems? Gem. I do. Why? I also want to look at what I'm doing for. Okay, I'm going to do Spell Cascade. Because I see somebody recommending Spell Cascade for this. Where's Spell Cascade? I want to see how it feels. Oh, wait. I'm supposed to... Oh, wait. I was using this for Snap. I think I'm supposed to do Spell Cascade or Ice Nova. Okay. That's better. No, it's not a streamer client. No. Did somebody click... Can somebody clip that so I don't have to clip it later? Can somebody clip... Omega Cyrus, can you clip that? Can you clip it and call it, like, unethical ridiculousness? I don't know. Frost Darts is pretty good. I don't know what that clip should be called, but it should be called something. Frost Darts is pretty good. I haven't tried Frost Darts. I feel like that is worthy of clipping, you know? I just... For some reason, I just feel like it's worth it, you know? That was unethical. Okay. All right, that was good. Okay. All right, let's go try that boss fight again, you guys. I have a feeling it's going to go a little bit better. Do you guys think it's going to go better? Where's that portal? Right here. No, it's not illegal. This is just what happens, guys, when you believe in grinding your games. Okay, so Frost Darts. Conjures a number of icy projectiles that launch toward the target. Projectiles that hit a chilled or frozen target create chunks of ice that deal additional damage. Impact on the ground consumes a cold infusion if possible. You cause each projectile to lodge into the enemy that explode. Okay. All right, let's see. Okay. Okay, so I'm trying the frost darts. So people are saying I need the infusion. Oh, guys, I didn't fill up my pot. I didn't use the fountain. Okay, where's the infusion? Okay, infusion. I hate the infusion gameplay. So I have to generate the infusions for that. And then I use frost darts? Interesting. Okay, let's up frost darts to a much higher level. Level 7. Okay. Okay. Alright. Gonna up that. Go up there. And I'm really guessing we gotta go here. Int. And start going into the infusion track. Okay. Okay, so frost darts. I like the way it looks. I like frost darts. It's still terrible. I mean, it's much better than it was before, okay? So you gotta at least give me that, right? And that was me experimenting. So let me cook. Let me cook, guys. We're cooking. My first chance sword out of heavy belt was Headhunter. Oh my gosh. No. I need dex. No, I misspoke. I need dexterity for frost darts, I believe. I feel like everything is going to melt, though. I feel like all the trash mobs are just going to die. How does this one work again? Cool. A sapphire. That's cool because I have a gem or a slot. Oh, cold damage. Let's go. Minion critical hit chance. That's not as cool. You weren't subbed. You're bad. No problem, bro. All right, spam Ice Nova. I'm learning, guys. I'm learning slowly. Snap was big damage there. Frost darts carried me through boss fights in the campaign. Okay, so a lot of people are saying frost darts are really good. I think I probably have too many spells that I'm trying to focus on, you guys. Maybe I should, like, take out Spark from my spell repertoire, you know? Maybe I'm trying too hard to make the vision work. Sing you a lullaby? I was just singing lullabies to my daughter earlier. Wait, didn't I freeze that guy? Why didn't Snap work? Rockabye Krez on the... No, I'm not going to do that. Can't make me do that. Okay, that did a little bit more damage. I saw that. Okay, how about this? How about I put that on right click? There we go. How about that? Ooh. I'm just going to try to focus on less skills, because I think I'm trying to focus on too many skills, you know? Too much focus.
Such shrines were not meant for mortal eyes. I am honored.
If you're running Frost, you should think about working Herald of Frost into your build. Herald of Ice. I thought it only triggers off attacks. Am I wrong? Is that incorrect? Oh, my favorite room. One of my favorite rooms. Why is it not? Oh, there we go. Whoa! Whoa! That was cool. Frost starts Cold Pen multi-shot, more projectile speed. Maybe acceleration? Try it. I think this is much better. I mean, I feel like the staff definitely helped. But yeah, it is only off attacks. I thought so. It's just the infusions. What do we cross the line on? The slower paced, more engaging combat is what we cross the line on. If you're on YouTube, you can rewind, or you can look at my VOD, which will be up after the stream. I'm going to upload it as a video tomorrow. One of my first react in literally, I don't know, years? I don't do reacts. But it was good enough. I think. I think it's good enough to post. Alright, where's this boss? I'm gonna find you, Forsaken Son. There we go. Here we go, here we go, here we go, here we go. 100% Death Scythe. I know the title. It doesn't relate to like what's going on right now, so I want to provide as much info as possible. Quick as possible. Alright, here we go. Oh, wow. Well, guys, that is a lot more damage than what was going on before. That was a little bit more damage. I'm going to say it's because I made changes to my skills and we're going to ignore this quarterstaff. Okay? Sorry, this staff. We're going to ignore that. Okay? That didn't happen. Okay? We did not get a super lucky quarterstaff. We just made some adjustments to skills and now we're cooking, guys. We're doing much better. That's what happened. That was probably 10 seconds faster than my monk. Yeah, I really love that boss fight. Dude is really cool. The design is awesome. Where, Fortress? We're gonna do Fortress. Are staffs worth using? I'm playing SSF, so I'm not sure. I'm just using whatever good stuff I can get. So focus plus wand is probably the better thing to use. What I think it is, Omega Cybers.
My Akhara are permitted here, but I should not linger.
Oh. 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 Let's go. Yeah. Let's freaking go. Ethical. I even looked away. I even looked away. You don't look. That's gotta be it. You just don't look as you slam. That is the secret. Wow, our thing's obliterating now. Oh, yeah, that staff upgrade, man. Big staff upgrade. Truly the streamer client. Yeah, time to roll perfect items, right. Oh, we've got an abyss. Definitely not. Oh, goodness. Definitely a much more a pretty active playstyle too, so far. I mean, you gotta be using a bunch of different stuff. That was close. Frost darts are pretty strong. Thanks for the recommendation, Omega Cybers. Yeah, the one of the big things is just getting a good weapon versus having a bad weapon. You're totally right. Makes a huge, huge difference. If I wouldn't have got that weapon upgrade, I would have been struggling. Right now, it would have been terrible, right? In fact, some of you probably think I'm still struggling, honestly, but I feel like it's in a pretty good spot. Odd rib. Okay, well we're in SSF, so we're gonna make room for that. Okay. Okay. Yeah, yeah, they're level 7 now. They're a lot stronger. All right. Why can't they make it so that class-related things drop during the campaign? That's the thing, man. I mean, they can have like rewards that are like that, but they want to make it so that you're always getting random loot, because that's one of the most exciting things in their opinion about the game, right? That you always have the chance to get something crazy for any class. Makes you start a new character. It's something for you to trade. It's that sort of excitement. Very different from like Diablo, right? Where everything is catered to your class. I believe that's how it was with Diablo. I think I missed one of the things. Ah, it's the waypoint right here. Yeah, we're gonna go there. All right, my cat wants out. One sec, guys. Need some more essences dropping. This league has been amazing. I'm new to PvE for the first time. Been able to clear all pinnacle content with my poison pathfinder. The gameplay loop is so addicting. Yep. It is incredibly addicting. Here I am playing on another character. I got a level 93, almost 94 monk. Yeah, I'm having an absolute blast, dude. It's an extremely addicting gameplay loop. True, true, true. Oh, we've got another one of those whispers. The middle part. This is the first time you're making multiple characters? Dude, that's crazy too. Imagine once the game is more balanced and there's more stuff in the game, like tons of options. Like imagine everything having ascendancy classes, all parts of the passive skill tree being viable. Dude, it's gonna be so crazy. I can't even fathom how fun it's gonna be. I think we're all gonna freaking lose our minds. I swear, I always get lost here. Where did I lose? Did I miss one somewhere? Where did I miss here? Did I literally miss it right there? You quit after 200 hours because there's nothing in endgame? Yeah, that's fair. There's nothing new really except Abyss, but Abyss is quite fun for me. Did I not press the button? Did. Where is it, guys? Did I literally just miss it? Abyss is that loop that's getting me at endgame. It feels pretty new, but I also didn't grind the heck out of... Yeah, it's right here. I didn't grind the heck out of 0.2, so maybe that's why I'm not, like, burnt out or anything. That might be it. Here we go. Yeah, I'm glad I checked that vendor and decided to craft on it.
I have heard whispers of such a place.
It was a good move. And yes, Engormus, always check vendors, you guys. They help massively. Guys, I have an arrow in my back and I don't know why. You guys know why I have this arrow in my back? It's not on the armor I'm wearing. I literally just have an arrow on my back. Why? Yes, an arrow underscore underscore in my back. Why is that there? It's not in my armor. Guys, it's been there like all day.
I must travel light.
I can't keep that arrow in my back. It's a twig from my staff? Bro, that's an arrow in my back. Isn't it? Yeah. Look, it's not on this screen. You love the PvEBP idea that Jesterus came up during a pod? Yeah, dude, it would be awesome. Yeah, I used to be a PoE lore guy and I took an arrow to the back, I know. Also, I don't really like this outfit anymore. Can I like... Why don't I have any like magey ones? That one's not even that magey, guys. I guess it's more magey than what I was wearing before. I need... Oh. That's pretty magey now. I'm wearing that magey outfit. I'll just wear that. Why did I put on cosmetics anyway? The arrow is still in my back, guys. You see that? It's literally in my back. Total crap. I noticed it there earlier this morning when I was doing something. I swear, if I have that arrow in my back permanently from like a skeleton in the first act, I will lose it. It was from the skeleton archer in Act 1. There you go. There you go, Diva. Yep. We're on the same wavelength there. Alright, this boss usually kicks my butt, guys. I am terrible at Colossus. At GGG staff, visual glitch is the price I must pay for having incredible damage now. Yeah, this boss always just messes with me, I swear. Oh, there we go. Let's go. What? Oh my goodness. I have too many things in my inventory. Oh my gosh. It's a melee. I know, dude, but I'm just so bad with the tells. Okay, well, GGG is giving us just a moment to sit and chill for a second, you guys. Love the podcast. First time watching live. Welcome in, Lord Lava Pop, dude. Welcome in, man. Oh. Just stand in his face. Yeah. I know you're saying it's that easy, man, but not that easy. Oh, yeah. Make sure to subscribe and like the video, guys. Yeah. Little reminder there for myself, too.
You know why I am here.
I will clear my inventory after. You can't make me clear my inventory now. What? What just happened? That was way easier than on my monk. What? What? What just happened? I don't... How did I do that much damage? I don't even understand. I'm not even kidding you guys right now. What the heck was... Has my staff really increased my damage that much? Because that's insane. I mean, guys, I was just struggling to do any damage to anything at all. And now we've gone to just obliterating stuff? Oh, Siphon Elements is pretty cool. That's pretty cool. I might put that on instead of this. Oh, I shotgunned a lot. Frost darts, is that insane? All the ice chunks shotgunned him. The next struggle bus is the Act 4 boss. Well, I hope not. I hope I struggle bus before Act 4. That would be boring if I just walked through everything until Act 4. I want hard fights. Like I'm fine with hard fights. That was very surprising to me. Holy crap, you guys. I did not expect that to happen at all. At all. Wowee. Okay. Yeah, I was infusing my frost darts. No, I know I was doing that. Yeah. Okay, remnant effect. So we've got crazy remnant effect. Now we can get remnants by getting that stuff. Don't forget the green quest item at boss. Yeah, I got to go back and get the quest item. Yeah. I know. Thank you for reminding me. I didn't take the quest item. No. I had a full inventory.
It is warm and beautiful.
Wow, that was pretty sweet. Okay. Okay, frost bomb, potent exposure. Yes, that's fine with me. I can take spark off. We're not doing spark right now. Okay, and one more ID. Okay. Jonathan literally gave him that because he was complaining. Now he didn't really wanted it. Yep. Jonathan literally gave me that staff, guys, because I was complaining. That's literally how the game works. You're 100% right. I gotta change the title. I feel so bad. I'm changing the title. It's a topic we discussed like 2 hours ago. You can skip back to the front of the video. I'm gonna change the live stream title. Path of Exile to Ethical Ice Sorceress. There we go. Alright. Title is changed on YouTube. Okay. Welcome in, Laurent. Welcome in. Flame wall is unnecessary? Really? Really? Flame wall is too... Yeah, the title. You forgot why you were here, Fluffle. What? You forgot why you were here. Also, I think we should go Ascend. Let's go Ascend, guys. Yeah. We had a big discussion, like an hour-long discussion about the title. But that was like 2 hours ago. It's okay, I updated it. Don't I get fire damage from that? Alright. Max life. You're the only one here in spite of the title. Yeah.
My time has come.
Find the exit. Oh, we've got a gauntlet. I love gauntlets, guys. On first rooms, don't you love gauntlets too? I think we're going Stormweaver. Because we're working with the infusions. I don't think that Chronomancer would do anything for us. Since we're here, I guess I'll loot that. Aw, thanks, Draig. I appreciate you, bro. We're just gonna run on through all that. Oh! Yeah, I think we're gonna be... TLDR on title, please. The new title or the old title? Okay, Chalice and Hourla. Okay. Old title, we talked about Path of Exile 2, supposed to be a slower, more engaging, methodical game. And if they've gone too far in the fast direction. That's basically what we discussed. But we are done discussing that. Although I'm willing to talk about anything pretty much always, so we could talk about it more. But I'm going to have a video I'm uploading all about that tomorrow. A lot of damage. I just died on my Stormweaver Ice. Did the same thing as well. Infusions get constant later and it's very satisfying. Okay, very nice. Yes, the burning topic. Dreamcore made a video about it, so I reacted to that video. A very rare occasion on my channel, so I'm going to upload it, I believe. As a video for tomorrow. Why did I suddenly... Am I slower, guys? Why do I feel slower? Did I look slower to you guys? Why is my dodge roll so slow suddenly? Does it look slow to you guys? Why is my dodge roll so slow? What happened? Honor reduced restored. Did it not look slow to you guys? It looks really slow to me. Love my content, man. It helps you relax at work and get through the day. Hell yeah. I'm glad to hear that, dude. Gonna have to see that because every time I get my view on this, I get community bashed. We'll see if I get bashed. I don't know. I seem really slow. No light radius, escape trial. Okay, I'll do that. Why does the... What is going on? My movement speed seems so slow. Plus 6.7%. Why is it... Guys, why is it only 6.7%? It definitely did slow down. Why is my movement slower? I only have one thing, and it's 50% reduced honor restored. I'm definitely slower, guys. It's like I'm chilled. It's literally as though I'm chilled, you guys. Look at that. It's like a 33% reduction in movement speed. Weird Sekima bug. Oh my gosh, that sucks. Minimap hidden. That's fine. But yeah, it's though as I'm permanently affected by chill, you guys. That's what it is. I'm so gonna die because of that. I'm gonna crash out. Slowed use a rabbit charm? No, my man, no. It's a bug in Sekima. I've never encountered it before. Alright, let's hope it doesn't take me out, you guys. Oh, that feels so bad being permaslowed. Ooh. No, it's not room debuffs. I only have one. I have 2 debuffs now, and none of them relate to the buff to that. Man, that feels bad. All right, Chalice Trial. Here we go. Leave the game and re-enter. It removes the bug. Will I still be on the Trial of the Sekima? Because I probably will lose my character. Oh, thank goodness. Thank goodness. Oh. Oh, I'm so glad it's gone. Thank goodness. Whew. Thank you. Thank you, Suvasak. I appreciate you, bro. Didn't break a sweat, you guys. I've got no mini-map. I have nothing to rely on, you guys. Oh my goodness. What shall I do? Embrace the warrior's pain. I think not, Exiles. We shall not embrace the warrior's pain. We shall relog and we're gonna be all good. Da-na-na-na-na-na-na-na. I totally would have crashed out and died. It would have been bad. But then maybe I would have got like a Mirror of Conundrum. Every single time this league that I've like gone on a mini rant criticizing the game, I'm rewarded massively. The last time I did that, I got a Divine Orb and an Omen of Light. The last time I complained about visual clarity on stream, you guys. Absolutely crazy. Yeah, that is some crazy damage, guys. Holy crap. Wow. That was way faster than my monk. Dang, guys. Dang, look at that. Look at that stuff, guys. Oh, ooh. Okay, whatever. I don't need you. That was faster than my monk, guys. Alright, Chronomancer. Or Stormweaver. Definitely Stormweaver. Okay. Where's the infusions? Remnants you create reappear once, 3 seconds after being recollected. Ah. 50% chance when collecting an Ellie infusion to gain a different Ellie infusion. Ooh. Interesting. Interesting. Probably Storm's Recollection. Right, guys? Right? Since I started watching you, I think this is the longest I've seen you stay for a season, both PoE 1 and PoE 2. That's about right, bro. For 0.1 for Path of Exile 2, I played for a really long time because it was new and novel. But yeah, dude, you're right. I am like playing this way more on stream, and I'm trying to stream it. Like I'm trying to kind of show my experience, you know? So I've been pretty consistent with actually playing. I've been playing for way longer sessions too. Like, Jesus, how long we've been streaming? Like 2 hours or something? On a weeknight? I got work tomorrow. I got a tough day tomorrow. Oh, God. I'm pretty sure Storm's Recollection, right, guys? Like, I'm going to choose Stormweaver. Do that. How much damage do I get from Refracted Infusion? Like can Frost Darts get infused by other stuff? Can this be infused by other stuff? Consumes a cold infusion to leave. No. Okay. Snap. No. Consumes cold infusion. So, but the thing is, what do other infusions do for me? Nothing? So I don't care if I get another type of infusion. So do I want this? Targets can be affected by 2 of your chills at the same time. Your chills slow targets by up to a maximum of 35%. 25% less magnitude of chill. Do I think Druid's Ellie spells will be unusable? I think they'll be busted. Lightning Infusion can infuse Flame Wall? Okay. Okay. Yeah, you're right, Lauret. Yeah, infusions were a little disappointing. So what? Should I get the chill one? I'm ice-based, so I think I'm just going to get the chill one, dudes. We'll see how it feels.
The elements are mine to wield.
Right now I'm using pure energy shield, but I think I'm going to go energy shield evasion.
Use that well.
Okay, guys. 4 silver keys.
I must travel light.
Okay, we're just going to put these into here for now, guys. I'll deal with all that crap later. While you guys aren't watching. Okay. We'll identify those right now. Gelid Staff.
I have no space for that.
Cultist Crown, Lace Hood. Okay. Well, that was easy, guys. All right, that was easy. Holy crap. We hit a real power level with that staff, you guys. See, those spikes feel so good. After the struggle. Like, I like the struggle, and then I like the success, and then I like to feel the struggle again. I enjoy that feeling quite a bit. I have to go to the caravan, right? Yeah. Thanks for that. Was wondering about that myself. Talking to try loving the stream so far. We'll have to rewind to watch the first part. 100% Lucian. Yeah, it was a really good first part. People really enjoyed it.
If you happen to... Goodbye.
Spikes are RNG though. Right. Well, to an extent spikes are RNG. You do have a lot of control, okay, with your spikes, like with knowledge. Like I feel like okay, a good chunk of this was related to me getting that really, really cool spear. Sorry, spear. Jesus Christ. Staff, right? But also making sure I'm using the infusions with free frost darts and using the support gems appropriately also contributed massively to my damage. Let's not lie. That also contributed. Okay, how do I not have enough regals yet for that?
Stay inside.
but that's pure RNG. I don't think it's pure RNG because I don't think it was all the staff. And those moments should occur in Path of Exile too. Like, the game should aim for you to get those cool moments. That's the whole reason we play games like this, to have those cool moments, to have those spikes in power. Okay, we need to get some rare items now. Can I say rare? And it will show me all the rares? Yes, it will. I'm very smart, guys. Very, very intelligent. Big smart. Do I think Third Ascendancy will be about fire? Oh, man, I don't know. Will it be about fire? I mean, Infernalist is kind of fiery. I feel like the third SORC Ascendancy... I don't know. Let's, like, look at the... Oh, I can't see unless I get a gem. Like, if I just look at the... At, like, the spells... We've got Stormweaver. We've got Chronomancer. Yeah, man, I feel like, or maybe like a fire-ice mix, you know, since we've got the Stormweaver. And, well, Stormweaver is like an elemental thing. It's supposed to be a storms, okay? So I do think the third one will also be able to tie in all the elements. But if maybe not storms, maybe not infusion focused, what could it really spec into? Maybe it really exhibits like combo-based gameplay, like using all three in a good way instead of specializing? I don't know. I mean, fire would be great, but I feel like Infernalist kind of takes the fire thing. Yeah. Earth spells? Yeah, because they could add more spells. You're right. They could add more spells. I hope they continue to add spells. That was one of the coolest things about PoE 1, guys, is because they kept adding more and more skills. I presume... Well, that's a really nice gem. I presume they'll just keep adding more and more and more and more as the game gets older. Frostfire? Yeah. Infernalist needs more fire support. You're right. You're right. All right, Deshar time, guys. Where is Deshar? Where are you, bud? There you are. We think we're having fun now. Oh, I can just imagine when it's just such a freaking huge playground of different things to play with, and there's double the number of skills. Oh my gosh. Once we get all the different weapon types, oh, it's going to be so cool, guys. Oh, it's already fun now. I can only imagine. Bye, Gadukan. Oh. I did break a little bit of... It sounds like swords are the priority, dude. Sounds like druid and then swords are priority. From what we've heard from the devs. You guys know that these are like my favorite creatures in the game. These vultures. They're so good. I know we need axes, but I think that swords will come before axes. Oh wow, I found her. Nice. That was easy. Oh, Paladin will make it in eventually, guys. Oh, boy. Almost got me there. Do you guys see that? Not a temporal bubble, guys. Also cold resistant. Worst nightmare. Look at that. Look at that Z DPS. We're back right where we were.
Didn't break a sweat.
No, I don't think we're gonna get Druid and Templar at the same time. I think we're going to get Druid in December, and then the patch after that we'll get Duelist and Swords. I do think that they're gonna hit basically a class of patch for the next long while. I don't think we're gonna go a stretch without classes. Like we just did. So I think Clear was way better on my Monk at this point. Oh, Abyssal Depths. Oh, crap. Here we go. Hey, Uncle Jay, what's going on, bro? Think it's going to be every other patch classes? They can stretch it more. Yeah, man. I don't know if this is my first Abyssal Depths, by the way. I got 2 in the entire campaign, including interludes on my Monk. I don't know if I agree with that. I don't think they're going to try to stretch things out more. I think if they're ready, they'll bring them in. And I think that's what they're going to be working on for the most part. Now that they have like the interludes as a excellent solution to all the acts not being in the game and people loving the interludes. I feel like they're going to focus quite a bit on the classes with their designers. Man, these Abyssal Rares. Look at this guy. Tankier than the Sekima's boss. And way less rewarding. What the heck is that? That's crazy. Okay, well that one got annihilated. Oh man, this is gonna be rough, you guys. Am I gonna die? I might die to these guys. Stop running, you butt. This is crazy. Look at this. Look at this. Don't run, you. Don't res. Don't res. Don't res. Stop running. Stop running. This is crazy. Wait, so my frost darts aren't doing the full damage because he's running around them? Goodness. It's going to be worth it, right? Maybe. Maybe. Maybe it's worth it. We'll find out. We'll find out momentarily. Ta-da! It's poop. Of course. Of course. If the end game were random interludes, I would play so much more than the current end game. I mean, that's a kind of a cool idea, like random interludes. The interludes were so well done, you guys. I didn't think they were going to be as good as they ended up being. How would that happen? Like, okay, so is that basically Last Epoch system? Because they have a bunch of timelines, right? So each interlude would be like a timeline, and you just keep doing random interludes and stuff. Is that kind of the idea of what you're thinking of?
Let this madness transpire.
I feel like I need to have a better way to get freeze so that I can snap. So I think Ice Nova needs to have a freeze gem on it. Yeah, frost shards are too weak before the cold things are cold infusion generations are steady. What? So I assume there are lots of methods to steady these out, besides what I currently have. Oh, got some lag. A little bit of lag. Oop, 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 oop. Wait, GGG confirmed clause about a second option for Huntress, but we don't talk about that. When did they do that? When did they soft confirm that? I don't know that. I didn't know that. When did that happen, Omega Cybers? Oh, what's going on here? I personally don't remember them soft confirming that. I know claws were supposed to be a thing. I just assumed they'd come in with a later class. I didn't know they were supposed to be a Huntress thing. Uh-oh, heavy stunned. We live. Miraculously. Thank goodness. Dying right at the end would have been terrible. That's profile and Viperus did say in DC that they don't want to talk about claws right now. Oh no. Oh no. That's unfortunate. Oof. I hope claws make it into the game. Okay, guys. Here's the first big test for our SORC and survivability. Oh, level 8 skill gem. Let's go. I'm going to do it on Frost Arts, honestly, guys. Yeah, they seem pretty strong, Frost Arts. So... And their clear is actually decent too. When they're infused. When they're not infused, pretty trash, obviously. Wouldn't claws be more fitting for Shadow? I mean, they make sense for Huntress too. But yeah, for Shadow, I think they make sense for Shadow as well. I think either work. Good night, Drag. Thanks for tuning in, dude. It would make sense for Druid. Yeah, they would make sense for Druid. So that's another thing. So we saw recently with the succubus form, the demon form, now weapons work well in demon form. I wonder if they've made that change for Druid too. So now your weapons work in Druid form, you know? Because originally it was supposed to be like the demon form where you lose access to your weapons. I wonder if they decided to go against that. And now maybe they'll add claws as a specific way to scale certain like shapeshift things. Or if you'll just use your weapons, you know. It'll be really interesting to see. Not even that long away, guys. December will be here faster than you think. Claws aside, no comment. Whether you consider them a separate weapon type is somewhat arguable, but no plans for rapiers in PoE2 currently. Oh. So no rapiers, but claws are perhaps... Oh, goodness. I got heavy stunned, didn't I? Yep, I got heavy stunned. Oopsie. Silly me. Looking at chat, getting heavy stunned. Absolutely iconic. Oh, boss time. Let's go. Okay, how fast is this boy gonna drop? I imagine he's gonna live for a lot longer. Okay, they're so strong. What is this? That's crazy, guys. My damage is insane with those. What? Is there 031 coming? The truth is we do not know.
When I have you,
Maybe?
blessings.
But they haven't said anything about it. No, those are still better. Man. I've still not found better gloves. Those are kind of nice, but they don't have movement speed. Might have to wear them anyway. Oh. Those are pretty nice.
Stay inside.
I think we're gonna go with those. Oh, but my movement speed is so slow though. Oh, I don't know, guys. Movement speed is pretty dang important here. I don't know there. Movement speed is big. Very slow. Siphon elements. Further away. Sounds great. You wish movement speed was implicit? Yeah, I tried talking about that with Jonathan. It didn't work. Red knot. Wow.
We now fight.
All right, here we go. Here we go, guys. How easy is JAMANRA gonna be? SSF Ice Sorceress, very ethical. We got this, guys. Ethical gaming.
No mercy. Fall before me. Piercing stuff.
2-minute JAMANRA. Okay, so we've got a prediction of 2 minutes to do JAMANRA. Do we have any other predictions? I can't believe you're actually thinking it's going to take me 2 minutes to do JAMANRA. That's pretty crazy.
I am beginning to grasp true power.
Three minutes JAMANRA? Are you guys crazy? You guys think I'm that weak? Wow, I was thinking it was going to be a much faster JAMANRA. 195-second JAMANRA. Wow, you guys have no faith in me. I see. No faith and try. Yeah, the lack of faith in me is very disturbing, you guys. Honestly, my feelings are somewhat hurt. I have an incredibly powerful build here, alright? Ignore any struggles I've had. Is this hardcore solo self-found? It is solo self-found, not hardcore. I do not have the heart for that right now. Maybe one day. I would not be playing this Laze if it was hardcore solo self-found. I mean, look at me charging in headlong into all these enemies. This is legitimately insane, you know? Dodge rolling into them. 5-minute JAMANRA? What is wrong with you guys? You guys are crazy. You guys must think I'm very weak. I have a very different bearing on my power level as a character right now. Base change takes 30 seconds by itself. Alright, alright, alright. Everybody seems very confident here. We'll see. You don't think I'm going to kill JAMANRA? Okay. That's a bold prediction. You think my build is so bad, I will not even kill JAMANRA. I mean, if that is the case, man, I will quit this character if I can't kill JAMANRA. I am pretty confident I can kill JAMANRA, though. Look at this. Last little bit of uber confidence there. Alright. I believe that is JAMANRA, you guys. Okay. Alright. I'm going to walk in right at 11 p.m. my time. As soon as it hits 11 p.m. I'm waiting. I'm waiting. Waiting. Here we go. Here we go. 10:59. 10:59. All right, guys, come on. Strike 11. Strike 11. We're 11.
The fool under the hooded one's sway. Do you even know what he is? No matter. You'll find my king far more capable than Count Gianor. My king.
Okay, people want a timer on screen instead. Okay, we'll do a timer. Timer. Or stopwatch. Stopwatch? We'll do a stopwatch on screen, okay, you guys? Okay, here you go. One sec, one sec. Alright, here. I'll give the people what they want. How do we do this? Let's do window capture, add source. Search. Go. Giving the people what they want. Here we go, here we go, here we go, here we go. Look at that. Look at the professional timer, guys. Upper right-hand corner. All right. Ready? All right. Timer's going. What are we at? A minute 11. Crap. 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 Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Oh. I haven't looked at the timer. I don't know what we're at. 2:54. 2:54. I didn't stop it. I did a 17-minute one on my Huntress in 0.2. So I think the big thing is that I'm not freezing. I can't get my infusions. Why is my freeze so bad? Did you guys see I was barely building up freeze? I need a way to reliably build up freeze for this guy. So, am I speed running? No. No, I was just seeing how fast I could kill him. People thought it would take me 72 minutes to kill JAMANRA. It was sub 3 minutes. Frost darts cannot freeze. Wait. Wait a second. Wait. Did I not read? Frost darts can't freeze. Oh. Oh, no. No, no, no. I didn't know that. Oopsie. Silly me. Yeah, freeze is based on damage. I think I should swap out to the other ascendancy, guys. I don't think my ascendancy choice is doing much for me right now. I think just getting the double infusions is probably better. Honestly. Double infusions is probably better. They benefit from freeze and chill. So I wasn't even freezing him. Guys, no wonder I wasn't doing giga damage because I wasn't he wasn't even chilled or frozen. I was just spamming that on him like an idiot. Oh my god.
Until then,
Oh my gosh. Alright. Act 3. Frost darts are pretty nice though. Yeah. Slash played. 4 hours, 32 minutes, 3 seconds. Remember, I'm streaming, guys. Alright, so it takes me longer. Because I'm streaming, alright? I'm actually doing this at a rapid pace. Okay, that's a nice upgrade. Instantly. Okay, maybe we want that. I don't know. Don't want that. Selling it all. Darts can't build freeze. Oh my god. Cold pen on Frostbomb? No. No. Oh, guys. No wonder it was doing so poorly. Oh, I could have done it sub 230. I could have done it sub 230 if I had decent build-up of freeze. I'm telling you guys. How silly am I? They rise from the waters. Okay, we gotta get to that town. Alright, we're progressing steadily. I know, I gotta respect my points. I'm gonna do it in town. Actually, dude, I don't know if I have enough gold for it, Omega Cybers. I might be short on gold. Let's get that free Jeweler's Orb, though. We know we want that. Artist is Act 2? No. Act 3 is definitely... Yeah, Act 3 is long. Yeah. What is that? Frost Dart's only worth using with Cold Infusion? That's basically what I'm trying to do. But I can't get the perma-like Cold Infusion up yet. Alright, is the boss here? Right? Oh, we've got the Abyss here. This is going to be good. Oh, this is nice and spicy, guys. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no, God. I need freeze infusions. No, there's degen on the ground. Oh my god. No. That's not what I wanted. That's not what I wanted. Oh, killed. What's Blaze doing? Glazing me on stream. You can't glaze me on stream, bro. That's not... You can't do that. You're not allowed to do it. So many ground effects. So many ground effects. Oh, not another one. Oh, God. Oh, God. Yeah. Too many ground effects. Dang it! Stepping in the degens like a total idiot. Alright, we're just gonna get to town here. Is Snap not good for clear, you guys? I really wanted Snap to work. But I think I need something that'll make its AoE much larger than it currently is. Cigarette encampment. Yeah, snap cooldown is a problem. Right. You're right. Alright, where is my jeweler's orb? Over here, right? It's this way? Where's my jeweler's orb? Come on, come on, come on. I know you're here somewhere. Right over. No. No, not another abyss. I just wanted my jeweler's orb. I wanted this to be a nice, easy jeweler's orb pickup. Yeah. Right here. Right here. Man, it melts when I can just sit there and focus, doesn't it? But when am I going to get that opportunity? Very rarely. Very rarely. Alright. Hit town. Wait. Did I not get the waypoint? The ziggurat? I did. Okay. Hey, Karada, what's happening, man? Hey. Yes, I have ethical damage, guys. I admit to having extremely ethical damage. Ooh, whoa, baby. That's a big upgrade. Holy crap. We're going to have to swap some of our points to strength to fit that onto our build. Wow, only 1 point to strength, I think. 2 points to strength? 2 points to strength. That's fine. Wowee, that's nice. Heck yeah. Also quite nice. Okay. Good. Hey, Servy, what's happening, girl? Always great to see ya. Oh, well. Oh, no, we can get rid of that. Alright, now the question is... Yeah, it's a new character. I'm going Ice SORC. Do I have enough Omega? Really? I do. I think double remnant. What does Arcane Surge do? Or Arcane Surge. Arcane Surge is kind of nice. But I think double remnant. We'll see how double remnant feels. Especially in boss fights. Okay. And I think I'm gonna use this on... I think I'm gonna use it on, honestly, Frost Darts. Frost Darts seems... Ice SORC is more fun than boring Spark SORC? Yes, it is. I think I'm just gonna do Frost Dart instead of like Ice Nova for clear. I think I'm gonna do Frost Dart. Just so I can annihilate bosses. Annihilate boss. That's what I'm gonna need. So I think I'm that. Alright. Multi-shot 2. Considered casting more damage. I mean, the casting is already pretty quick. I'm gonna try that. I'm just gonna try it. See how much damage it does. Okay, guys. Decent progress, dudes. Decent progress. Okay. I think that was good. Okay. Alright, everybody. We are gonna... Alright. So no battle with the underworld. No, I don't think I'm gonna do it. I just saw it's 11:16 p.m. everybody. I gotta go to bed. So no Hades. Oh, I was gonna play Hades 1 today. We ended up playing too much Path of Exile 2, everybody. Thank you so much for tuning in. I really appreciate it, you guys. I had a great time. I hope you did as well. Got that react at the end. I'm gonna be gone in a different state this weekend, so no streams Friday, Saturday, Sunday, but they shall return. I think I might stream Monday. Yeah, I will stream Monday because I have a podcast with Barricade on Monday. Should be a great one. I'm gonna send you all to... We'll send you to 787 Prada on Twitch. Or actually, we'll do Timmy P. He's playing hardcore. Timmy P's doing a hardcore thing going on. So we're going to send you to Timmy P, you guys, on Twitch. Thank you all so much for tuning in for the stream, as always. Like the video. Share it with your friends. Hope you had a good time. And I will see you all, I'm sure, momentarily. Okay, you guys? All right. Gonna have a react video up tomorrow morning with the Dreamcore video. All right. See you guys. Have fun. Stay sane as always. Have a good night. YouTube remains the cool, kids. Remains the cool.